हाँ रेडी हूँ मैं.
It opened a whole new world for me. For the first time, I began to believe in myself.
So for my English language test,
Hello, good evening everyone. Please confirm, am I audible, visible? Hare Krishna, will of it. Good afternoon, Shambhavi, Rituraj, Varun, Khushi, Pritha. There is slight lag in the technology. Yes, long time no see. But anyway, this is the time now. Okay, we'll start just in 1 or 2 more minutes. Thank you for confirmation. Smog, Alok, Shambhavi, good. Hare Krishna, Ayush. I'm perfectly fine, Pritha. So today's topic is this geometry, modern math and number system. So majorly, all of you are, whether you are IQuanta students or there can be some other students as well, because this is a free session for everyone, every CAT aspirant basically. So all of you are in this last lap, last phase, and as we are mentioning here, it is last mile towards CAT 2024. So you know that among these 3 topics, geometry, modern math and number system, the geometry has its highest weightage, right, in terms of number of questions as per the at least last 5-10 years question papers. Rajni, it is 3 hours officially, and from your end it is as long as you are able to cope up. So today also we are going to discuss majority questions and different concepts. Some concepts maybe you are familiar with already, and some can be slightly new twists also. So we are going to discuss majority things in geometry and then modern maths and numbers as well. Fine. So that's our today's agenda. Okay, I hope we can start now. So everyone ready? So before I start with the questions, I would like to know what is your present status in geometry, because I'm going to start with geometry today. हाँ, geometry में ही wrong होते हैं अंश. Okay, good. To be honest, I'm here only for geometry. Fine, Navdeep, as I said, that's perfectly good combination then. I'm also going to focus majorly on geometry today, because most of the questions in my repository today is from geometry only. Do we need to solve simultaneously? Yes, yes, Chirag. Arey, what do you want? I give question and keep solving, then how are you going to get any benefit? That is there in recorded sessions, isn't it? So today you are going to solve simultaneously. I will give you 1 or 2 minutes for every question, and you are supposed to solve. Okay, and average syllabus completed but forgotten. Okay, that's also a problem. Good. And Gaurav says theory तो सारा पढ़ लिया, but mocks में question time पे नहीं बन पाता. That means you are unable to recall now what thing is to be applied, what method or what theorem or what property is to be used. Fine. Atul Patel, कुछ नहीं आता. So Atul, in today's session we assume that कुछ आता है, हाँ, लेकिन apply अच्छे से नहीं कर पाते. अगर कुछ नहीं आता, so we are not going to start from very beginning. Basics देखा है, Shivansh. Okay, I hope you will be able to get something at least from this session. I'm here only for geometry. Fine, Pranita. Fairly prepared but not 100%. Fine, that's obvious, Smog. You can never be 100%. Even I cannot say that I can solve all the 100% questions. That's not possible. Even a person who is getting 100 percentile in a section is not necessary that that person is solving all the questions. By the way, in quant it is possible. I've done it a lot of times. But in general, it is not necessary that everyone is solving all the questions. Questions solved nahi hote after revising theories, re-revising theories. Okay, Bhumika. See, our concept should be clear. See, when your focus is only on shortcuts, is question ka kya jugaad hai, kya shortcut hai, then it is difficult to apply. But if your concepts are clear, then you can think that what else can be done. ठीक है ना? So we are going to focus on that. After crash course, I'm able to solve 90% of geometry questions. That's good, Mohit. I guess I'm sure. Yes, I saw many comments that many students got a good practice in that crash course, application sessions and all. That's good. Good. Okay. I skipped geometry practice. हाँ, practice छोड़ने से फायदा नहीं होगा नीतू. Practice is must. Arushi, geometry done. Modern math and number systems not done. Okay, formula theorems not able to recall. ठीक है Arushi, will be after geometry we'll be coming to that part as well. Not improving mock marks, कुछ question में अटक जाते हैं. ठीक है, fine. So that's a overall overview that most of you have done the theory part. You know all the basics. You may have revised also, but most of you are facing the same difficulty that at the time of test you are unable to apply. कहीं अटक जाते हैं. ठीक है ना? Okay, so आज फिर से अटकते हैं एक बार, देखते हैं कहां अटकते हैं and how we can proceed further. Okay, so let me start then. At least in every question I am able to log में issue आ जाता है. Not discussing log today, Arham. We are not discussing log today. Crash course was on next level. ठीक है. Now I'm getting 95% in quants. See, let me tell you one thing. You people are talking about percentile. अरे भाइयों, percentile, I'm sure most of you know. Percentile means from how many persons, how many applicants you are ahead, right? Suppose you are getting 95 percentile, that means you are ahead than 95% of the applicants, the participants in that particular test. But you know, there are almost 3,80,000 something applicants in CAT, and not even 25% of that are appearing in any of the exams, any of the mock tests, be of any institute, even IQuanta or anyone, isn't it? So don't relate too much with your percentile, high percentile, low percentile. Don't be bothered. Don't be bothered at all. ठीक है ना? This is basic mathematics, basic percentage. अरे भाई, अगर मान लो 25% theoretically मान लेते हैं, if 1 lakh people are participating in any of the mock test and you get 95 percentile in that, let's suppose. So what about the remaining 75% of the CAT applicants? If all of they stand ahead of you, then what will be your percentile? And if all of those 75% are falling behind you, then how high will be your percentile? Isn't it? So don't be confused or don't look upon percentiles in your mock test. Just check that how much correct or incorrect you are able to do. Okay, so let's start. And without any theoretical revision, I hope all of you are familiar with many of the things. Last 20, 21, 22 dates for 24 geometry. Okay, let's start. हाँ, accuracy कम मत करो विशाखा. That's what I'm saying. Accuracy कम मत होने दो. Always maintain accuracy. Okay, we are starting with the first question now, and I'm checking my system time. It is 15:48 here, so I'm giving you exactly 1 minute. Please start solving and answer. I don't assume that you know any of the shortcuts. The perimeter of the triangle with integer side length is 40 units. Then find the possible number of triangles. Whatever method you wish, you can use. Aman, I teach everything in mathematical part. It may be a chance that you have seen only in geometry part. I've got my first answer. Roy, Shubhankar, Vaishnavi, Joshi. Okay, most of you are giving the same answer, B. and your scheduled time of 1 minute is almost over. Okay, I am seeing another answer C also in between. Sumit Rathi, C 25 is not correct. 33 is the correct answer. Option B 33 is correct answer. Now please quickly, mock question hai, I don't know that Navdeep, maybe. What is the method? How do you calculate this? Your approach please, fast. 33 is the correct answer that I have already confirmed. So how do you solve it? So it says perimeter of the triangle with integer side length is 40 units. Perimeter is 40. Okay, p square by 48, Roy says. Okay, most of you are doing same thing. Paxton also, p square by 48. That's sort of shortcut. Fine. Areva, Sara also doing same thing. See, what if in case of this question, it is not asking about number of triangles, it asks some specific triangles. By taking semi-perimeter we can do. ठीक है, p square by 48 is fine. So answer is p square by 48. When is this answer? If p is even. There are two cases, don't forget that. If you are using the shortcut, then you must know it clearly. If this perimeter is even, this p is perimeter here, if perimeter is even, in that case total number of triangles, the possible number of triangles is given by p square by 48. But what if p is odd? If p is odd, in that case it becomes p plus 3 whole square by 48. ठीक है ना? So these are the two shortcuts you can say. So we can calculate the total number of possible triangles by using these shortcuts. So if that perimeter is even number, even integer, in that case it is p square by 48, and if p is odd, in that case it is p plus 3 whole square by 48, where p is the perimeter. Now see, what if p square by 48 is not an integer, as in this case also? So we are looking for the nearest integer here. We are looking for the nearest integer. Fine, we are looking for the nearest integer here. So that is the shortcut part. That is the shortcut part. Okay. As I was asking, if it talks about some specific case, like not number of all triangles, it talks about only isosceles triangles or scalene triangles, not greatest integer function, Shweta. It is not GIF. Not GIF. It is nearest integer. Okay, it is nearest integer, not GIF. Okay, don't forget that. It is nearest integer, not GIF. GIF is wrong. See, sometimes nearest integer can be GIF, but not always. So it is nearest integer function in this case, not GIF. ठीक है, याद रहेगा. See, the problem with shortcut is that only, very easily you can forget that. Okay, so for scalene triangle, okay, there is another formula again. P minus 6 square by 48. Arey baap re baap. And what about isosceles? Roy? Roy is writing P minus 6 whole square by 48 for scalene. For isosceles and for equilateral. Okay, many of you are familiar with these shortcuts. That's good. That's good. Okay. Now see, I don't know any shortcut and I don't prefer to use any shortcut. Can we count them manually? Yes, that's not a problem, and that's not a lengthy task also. That's not a lengthy task also. See, what we can do is perimeter of triangle with integer side is 40. Now listen everyone very carefully. The shortcuts are fine. We can use them to get our answer fast. Yes, without formula I am explaining now. Now listen carefully. Fine, Prathamesh, got it, good. That's good. Now see here, the triangle with perimeter of the triangle with integer sides is 40. So if A, B, C are the three sides, and let's assume A is the smallest one, such that A is less than or equal to B, which is less than or equal to C, and it is given that A plus B plus C, the perimeter is 40. Now just check the longest side length. Just check the longest side length. This longest side length C, can you tell me what can be its maximum value? In this case, can you tell me what can be the maximum value of this longest side length here? Answer fast. What can be the longest side length? So always remember that this longest side length cannot be greater than or equal to half of perimeter. It is always going to be less than half of perimeter. This longest side is always less than half of perimeter, and it is always greater than or equal to perimeter by 3. That is the basic thing that you must understand always. Right, so it should be less than 20, Khushi, so it would be 19 maximum. Fine, the maximum value here for C would be 19. And what about its lower limit? I just told you here, it is going to be greater than or equal to P by 3. What would be its minimum value possible here? It would be 14, right? That's it. So 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. These are the 6 cases I need to check. And it's not lengthy, no formula required. No formula required. This part is okay. Now see here very clearly. So lowest value possible for this longest side is 14 and maximum value possible for the longest side is 19. Now how I'm going to make cases? I'm going to start with 19. If 19 is my longest side, then my second longest side maximum can be 19. Remember that perimeter is going to be 40. ठीक है ना? And this longest side is 19, that means no side is more than 19. So 19 plus 19, 38 and remaining is 2. So basically in other sides is 21 is to be distributed. 18, 3, 17, 4 and so on. What would be the last case? It would be 11, 10. Is it okay? Neetu, see 40 is the perimeter, so 13, 13, 13 makes it 39. Isn't it? Just distribute this part equally. I told you here the result also P by 3. ठीक है ना? Fine, fine. Now tell me how many cases are there? From starting from 19, 19, 2 up to 19, 11, 10. Just count this part 2 से लेके 10 तक. These are 9 cases. Isn't it? Fine. Let's quickly move to the next part now. So what if the longest side length is 18? So when it is 18, in that case, second longest cannot be more than 18. So 18, 18, 36 and 4, that is 40. So starting from here, 18, 4, then 17, 5 and so on. This total 22 is to be distributed. So last case would be 11, 11. So total how many cases are here? So it is 11 minus earlier 3, it is 8. Now you can see these numbers. Just see these numbers. Now you are seeing 9 cases here, 8 cases here. When I take the 17 wala part, in that case, how many cases are going to be? What can you guess? now there is a catch here. It is not going to be 9, 8 and then 7. No, now 7 will be skipped. The value here would be 6. Let's count. 17, 17, 34 and 6. That is 40. Now 17 plus 6, 23 is distributed. So next would be 16, 7, 15, 8 and so on. So total 23 is there. So last case would be 12 and 11. So total how many cases are there? So 11 minus 5, that is 6, as I said you earlier. ठीक है ना? Now this pattern is going to be followed. 9, 8, then one number is skipped, then 7, 6, then next it would be 5, then 4 would be skipped, then 3 and 2. That's it. These are going to be the values. We can check the other cases as well. Let's count. In the case of 16, when 16 is the longest side, so 16, 16, 32, 32 and 8, 40. Now 16 plus 8 is 24. That 24 is to be distributed. So 24 will go up to 12, 12. है ना? So 12 minus 7, that is 5. Now in this case, it is 15, 15, 30 and 10, 40. So total 25 is to be distributed. So 25 कहाँ तक जाएगा? 13, 12 तक. So 10, 11, 12, these are only 3 cases. And in this case, here it is 14 is the longest side. So 14, 14, 28, 28 and 12. And this is 26. So next is 13, 13. So these are total 2 cases. I hope it is fine. So this is a pattern. Always you are going to find this pattern that there will be 2 consecutive numbers, then a gap. 2 consecutive numbers, then a gap, like that. Always you are going to find this pattern here. Okay? Now we just need to add these values and there is no formula involved. We are just simply calculating the values. So now this 9 plus 8, 17. This is 11 and this is 5. That's an AP. 11 3s are 33. So that's my answer. These 3 terms are in AP, right? So 11 is the middle term, 11 times 3, 33 is my answer. So now if question is about anything, if question asking about scalene triangle, I can count that. I can take the cases when all the sides are different. If ask us about isosceles triangles, that also can be counted very easily. ठीक है ना? So basic counting also we must know. In case you are not able to apply the formula directly, or suppose you are not getting the formula correctly, or you are confused about that. So we must know how to count also. I hope it is okay. आगे चलें. I hope you are able to see the pattern. See, numbers and geometry and everything is about patterns. It's about patterns. Yes, it is very basic, just count. And I told you this pattern here, this pattern always you are going to find that there will be two consecutive numbers, one number missing and so on. Okay, let me proceed to the next question. Now, again similar question, perimeter 25, integer sides and possible number of scalene triangles is the question. Please count and answer fast. Answer fast. Whole objective is that only, that make the easy thing easy. Don't complicate them. Okay, Kishore says 10, 10, 10, 10. Okay, let's count. I'm using the same method which we just discussed. So the perimeter of triangle is 25. So if C is the longest side, the maximum length possible for the longest side would be? Can you tell me the lower and upper limit for this longest side here in this case? It is half then perimeter, right? So half of this is 12.5. So maximum length for the longest side can be 12. And what about the lower limit here? What about the lower limit? I told you lower limit would be more than 1/3 of it, right? 1/3 or more than that. So 1/3 of this would be 8 point something. So 9 would be the lower limit. So basically there are 4 cases when C is 9, 10, 11 or 12. Fine so far. Let me start with 12. So I'm just counting. So if 12 is my longest side, remember that I'm looking for scalene triangles. And I hope you remember scalene triangle means where all the 3 sides are different, isn't it? Okay, let's count. So 12 is there, total perimeter is 25. So next longest side length can be 11 only. So 12 and 11 is 23, 23 and 2, 25. So total 13 is to be distributed. So 11, 2, 10, 3, all will work up to this last case would be 7, 6. Isn't it? So total how many cases are there? It is 5. Right? So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, total 5 cases are there. Next case, when C is 11. If C is 11, then second longest side would be 10, that is 21 and 4, 25. So total 14 is to be distributed. So that would be 9, 5, 8, 6. That's it. That's it. 7, 7 won't be considered, right? This is just the beginning, Saurabh. Just beginning. So there are only 3 cases. See, now you can see this one number is skipped here, right? So this pattern will be followed here also. So next case is going to have you 2 numbers, 2 cases. Let's check. So 11 ke baad when I will be going to the next case 10. So 10, then 9, 19 because I'm looking for scalene triangles. So 19, 19 ke baad kitna bacha? 6. That makes it 25. ठीक है ना? So this 15 is to be distributed here. So 8, 7. That's it. These are only 2 cases here. And can I take the longest side length to be 9? That won't be possible here because if 9 is the longest side, then second longest side has to be 8. Second longest side could be maximum 8. So 9 plus 8, 17. 17 plus 8 would be 25. But this is not a valid case, right? This is not a valid case because this is not a scalene triangle. So only these 3 things are there. So 5 plus 3, 8 plus 2, 10. So 10 is my answer. Okay? No formula required. It's your choice, Roy. It's completely your choice. I personally never prefer to use formula because that's a burden. But if you already remember all the formulas, you have no confusion about that, go ahead with it, no problem. Okay, it's for everyone. So if you are comfortable with the formula, shortcuts, you know them, you don't get confused, it's fine. You can use them, no issues. But if you get confused, you are burdened by so many shortcuts, so many formulas, so many results, then your basics must be clear, and we are just counting here. And it's a very simple thing. It's a very simple thing. And as I said earlier, the purpose of all the things which you are learning is to make the things easier, not complicated. So it's totally your call which method you would prefer. It's your choice. ठीक है ना? So wherever feasible, whatever method you find easy at a particular time, you can use that. Fine. So shall we proceed further? Ready? Ready, everyone? See, I wish to cover a lot of questions today. It depends upon your response, your fast response. Okay, Shivansh, thank you. So here is the next question. Now that's a different one. Suaditya, can you repeat why we stopped at 7-6? Let me get back once again. 7-6 पे भाई आगे कहाँ जाओगे? I'm not going to repeat that, ना? Total 13 was to be distributed 11, 2, 10, 3 up to 7-6. After that, it is going to repeat, na? 6-7 would be same case. Fine. I hope it is okay, Suaditya. Yes, exactly. It doesn't take time. It may appear to be, oh, so many numbers to be written, but it doesn't take much time, and you are confident and you can recheck easily. But still, it is your choice which method to use. Okay, please solve this question now. Prashant, I'm getting 80 to 85 percentile in mocks. I've done. Any idea how much can I get in this? Prashant, I told you, don't measure your percentile. Don't take your percentile in any of the mock tests as a reflection of actual CAT, because it can't be. It depends on the other applicants. So just check your performance. Are you improving in terms of your attempt or not? That should be your target. ठीक है ना? Don't gauge it with percentile score. It depends on the others' performances. You check your own performance, whether your negative attempt, wrong attempt is decreasing or not. After the test, are there any questions which you think that you should have done at the time of test and you have missed them? That's a check. There should not be any question left which you were able to solve but you didn't solve at the time of test. Okay, Roy has got the answer, 10.5. Floyd, using formula is not the right approach, getting wrong answer. Don't know. I won't comment on that, Floyd. Okay, many of you are getting 10.5. Prashant, let's right now focus on geometry part. Where of it option C, 10.5. Okay, most of you are saying 10.5. By the way, how did you solve it? फिर से कोई formula लगाया क्या? Any formula here, Roy? I'm sure Roy is formula expert, perhaps. It says find the area of maximum size square PQRS inside a right angled triangle ABC with sides 6, 8, 10 such that one side of square lie on the hypotenuse. Okay, so let me draw the diagram first. See, again same thing. There can be some shortcuts because this is a typical structure here, typical figure here, and you can generalize it to get some result. Fine, that's no problem. But why don't you solve it on your own? We can try to solve it. Yes, I was expecting that. Yes, BH by B plus H. Fine, I got it. Because this is a famous structure, famous situation, and certainly it can be generalized, and you guys have that formula, that result with you. Standard case, exactly. I understood that. I understood. But what will you do if there is something else other than that? It will be difficult. Anyway, that's fine. So let's see how we can think of it. So the situation is like that. We need to make a square inside here. Let's say this side length is 6, this side length is 8, this side length is 10. Right? That is given here, 6, 8, 10. So that's a right angle triangle here. So right angle at this vertex. So this ratio is basically 3, 4, 5, right? 3, 4, 5 के ही multiples हैं. So we need to make a square which lie, this one side of the square PQRS lie on the hypotenuse. So let me use other color here. I'm drawing it somehow, maybe देखते हैं कैसा बनता है. Let's say this is the side of square here, this is another side, and this is another side, and this is a side which is along this hypotenuse. ठीक है ना? Okay, I don't prefer to use any formula. Most of you, those who know me, know that I don't prefer to use any formula because to me it is a burden. Now, because I'm not going to get 100 questions based on this. But anyway, so now in this diagram, can you see any similar triangles? Do you see any similar triangles here? Yes, sir. All the triangles you see in this diagram, they are all similar triangles. They are all similar triangles. Just look at this smaller right angle triangle. Is this a right angle triangle? Yes, this is 90 degree here, isn't it? Because it is a square. And this angle, whatever it is same as the angle of this triangle. So this smaller triangle is similar to this larger one. Same is the case with this triangle as well as this triangle. So all the triangles which you can see here, they are similar triangles. And each of these similar triangles has a ratio of the side lengths 3, 4, 5. Isn't it? So I'm just going to make use of that fact. I'm just going to make use of that fact and see how simple it is. See how simple it is. So, see, in this case, till this point, is it okay? All these three triangles, 1, 2, and 3, they are similar to this larger triangle. And in this larger triangle, I know the sides ratio is 3, 4, 5. So all these triangles also have the ratio of sides as 3, 4, 5 only. ठीक है ना? So right now I'm focusing on this part only. See, in this triangle, this side is corresponding to this angle. इसके opposite है, तो इसके opposite is बड़ी triangle में तो 6 वाली side length that is 3. This side length should be multiple of 3. And from this triangle, if I take this side length is opposite to this particular angle, इसके opposite 8 वाली side थी in this larger triangle, right? So this side should be multiple of 4 as well. तो ये side तो दोनों same है. So it should be multiple of 3 as well as 4. So for simplicity, I am taking it to be 12x. So let's say side length of my square is 12x. So this is 12x, this is 12x. So this is also 12x. Is it fine so far? I've just assumed this length to be 12x because I wanted to make it a multiple of 3 as well as 4. How much it is, I don't know right now, but it is 12x. Okay, now use similarity. In this triangle, so opposite to this angle, the side length should have a ratio of 3 and the other perpendicular side should have a ratio of 4. So 3 is to 4. ठीक है ना? So 3 is to 4. This is 4 times 3, 12. So 4 times 4, 16x. So this length comes out to be 16x. Is it okay? Is it fine? So in this triangle, by using the ratio of sides, I got to know if this is 12x, then this is 16x. Is it fine? Now quickly, please tell me how much is going to be this length. How much is going to be this length? Use this triangle and the complete triangle as similar triangles. This smaller triangle here and this complete triangle, they are similar triangles. Use that ratio and tell me this value in terms of x. This is opposite to this angle. We are having the side length with the ratio 4. So this is going to be the 4 part, right? So ये 4 है तो ये 3 होने वाला है, right? They are going to be in the ratio 4 is to 3. So this is 3 4s are 12 and 3 3s are 9. So it is going to be 9x. Is it okay? That's it. The problem is solved. Now this entire length we have got in terms of x. So 16 plus 12, that is 28, plus 9, that is 37. So exactly this 37x is equal to 10. That means side length of square, that is 12x, is equal to how much? This is 10 by 37 multiplied with 12. And question was asking about what? Area of the square. We were to calculate the area of this square. So it is simply 12x whole square, or basically this 120 by 37 square. Fine, that's it. So this question can be done very fast, no formula required, nothing. If you are clear about similarity, right? Otherwise, as many of you have remembered the shortcut, no issue with that. Is it fine? Okay, I'm proceeding to the next question now. If there's any question, any doubt, you can ask. Clear, na? It's completely your choice what to proceed with, as Roy was asking earlier also. I'm sure many of you might be having similar doubt. Should I go with the formula approach, shortcut approach, or what? It's completely your choice. But your basics must be clear, because you are not going to get standard question always. You're not going to get standard situations always. शिवम, और दूसरा मेथड शॉर्टकट बताया था ना कुछ ही लोगों ने. I don't know the shortcut. I don't use the shortcut. This is a similarity. This is the first thing which came to my mind while solving this question. And that's the basic thing which you are all expected to do. Right? Okay. So moving to the next one now. Here it is. An acute angle triangle with sides 6, 14x. Find the total number of possible integer values of x. Shivam, what else will click then? Similarity is the basic thing which you need to look for. If there's some similar triangles, some congruent triangles, some equal sides, some equal angles, that's the first thing we need to look for. Isn't it? Khushi, I don't know what is this AB by A plus B. Nikhil, I don't know the shortcut. See, Khushi has just mentioned the shortcut, and any others have also mentioned that earlier. AB upon A plus B, something is there. But Khushi is not getting the correct answer with that. Okay, I'm moving back again. See here. See here. See, the most important thing. See, the purpose of this marathon is that only your basics must be good. As I said earlier also. So Shivam is saying if it doesn't click, then what will click? So this is the important part. In this triangle, we see that this angle is 90 degree, right? This angle is 90 degree. Here also this angle is 90 degree. In this triangle also this angle is 90 degree. And what about this angle? This angle, let's say if it is theta, so it is the triangle, it is angle in this right angle triangle. This was the angle theta in this right angle triangle also, right? So in this smaller right angle triangle, we have theta 90 and the 90 minus theta remaining angle. Same way, this complete triangle is also having same angles, theta 90, 90 minus theta. That's how we identified that triangles are similar. Same is the case here as well, here as well. So I'm just trying to find out the this length of this complete hypotenuse in the terms of the square side length or vice versa. That's it. That's what we have done. So nothing else. And we got our answer. Okay? So that formula somebody was writing AB upon A plus B. So I don't know that. I already told that. I don't know that. What is A there? What is B there? What is H there? So some of you are getting the right answer by using that. Some of you are not, because you don't know what it is. We are applying it. So some of you might be getting the right answer. Some of you might not be getting. So if your basics are fine, then there's no problem. It was not difficult question, right? What to remember for this? Nothing to remember for this. And I can just find out these lines. Okay? Is the similarity part clear? Now see, actually it is mentioning here. So the base will be 10. You're considering this as the base, and the heights of 2 and 4. Pata nahi, no comments on that. What is this 2 and what is 4? This similarity part is okay. Is that clear? Shivam and Shubham. Okay, okay. So I'm proceeding to the next question now. I've already shown this question. Now please solve it fast. An acute angled triangle with sides 6, 14x. You need to find a total number of possible values of x. See, requirement is that triangle must be acute angled triangle. Okay, fine, Shubham. Good. Prajit has come up with the answer 7. Kishore says 3. अरे भाई दोनों सही नहीं हो सकते हैं. Please recheck. Sayak also says 3. Okay. Different answers. Saurabh is saying 6. Shiv Kumar also says 6. So some of you are saying 3, some are saying 6, and some are saying 7. अब 5 और बचा है. Please check again. Don't do any mistake. I can't see 7 anymore in the chat box. 3 and 6 are still prominence. They are still in prominence. Mohit says 3, Shreya says 3, Bhumika Goswami says 3, but Saurabh Asnani 6, Shivansh Mishra 6, Saurabh Asnani 6, Shiv Kumar Gunjal 6. Okay, again any shortcut? Yes, there are only 3 cases, right? See, these are again basic part, very basic part. We should not do mistake in this. And this question, this type of question has been asked in CAT repeatedly in paper-based test. In paper-based test, questions has been repeated. The same idea has been repeated. See, the moment CAT-based, computer-based test, CAT started computer-based test, questions started repeating. Many questions started repeating. Before that, hardly there were any questions which were being repeated. But this is a question, this is a variety of question, type of question which has been repeated even in the paper-based format. So this is very important format. This is very important question, and it has been generalized in many ways nowadays. So yes, that's true, Mohit. That's the correct thing. So yes, using Pythagoras theorem, we can easily generalize this. So the longest side, the square of the longest side, if C is the longest side, then the longest side ka square, it should certainly be less than sum of squares of other 2 sides. That is the only condition, with C being the longest side. If C is the longest side, then C square should be less than A square plus B square. That is the condition for a triangle to be acute angled triangle. That's it. Fine, that you must know. इसके अलावा कुछ नहीं चाहिए. No shortcut. This is a property, right? So now in this case, what is the longest side? It could be either x or it could be either 14, right? So if x is the longest side, in that case x square should be less than 14 square plus 6 square. Yes or no? Right? If x is the longest side, in that case x square should be less than 14 square plus 6 square. And what if 14 is the longest side? If 14 is the longest side, in that case 14 square should be more than x square plus 6 square. So which in turn gives me the condition on x that x square should be more than, greater than 14 square minus 6 square. So let's club it here only. So that is the combined condition now, right? So this x square should be less than this value and more than this value. So I need to find out what is the range now. So we can easily simplify this part. So it is nothing but this x square should be more than. So it is a square minus b square. I can use a minus b, a plus b. So 14 minus 6 is 8. 8 into 20 is 160. So x square should be more than 160 and less than. This is how much? It's 196. 14 square is 196 plus 36. So 196 में 4 add कर लेता हूँ 200 तो 232 it is, right? So now just look for the nearest perfect square numbers because x is a natural number here. X is an integer value, right? X is an integer. So x maximum कितना हो सकता है? 15 because 15 square is 225 and 16 अगर x लेता हूँ तो that would be more than that. So x can be up to 15. And what is the lower limit here? So if I take x to be 12, तो 12 square would be 144. तो छोटा रह जाएगा. If I take x to be 13, तो 13 square is 169. That will work. That is in this range. So the value of x, possible values of x are this 13 to 15. That is 13, 14 and 15 only. That means 3 values. ठीक है ना? So option C is certainly the correct answer. Okay? So no shortcut, no jugaad. Simple property of the triangles. So that is what is must. That is what is required. So if in spite of understanding and applying the properties properly, if you are after certain standard cases or specific conditions, then it is going to be cumbersome. right? So too many things to remember. Don't remember too many things. Understand. Okay, moving to the next question now. I hope it is okay. Is it clear to everyone? With a smile. I can't see your faces, but I hope it is okay so far. आगे चलें? There are some good questions waiting for us today, and I'm sure you are going to learn something new also. So far, all the basic questions, the previous questions were there. Some of you are already familiar with, and methods, maybe some methods you might not be knowing. So we discuss all that part. Okay, so moving to the next part now. Yes, this is a really good question. I really like this question. Khushi, C greater than. Yes condition. Yes, that's true, Khushi. That's true. That's true. So C should have been in this range, 14 minus 6 to 14 plus 6. And the values which we have got, they are in this range only. So that is fine. This condition specifically we need to check when we check about the obtuse angle triangle. In case of acute angle triangle, it is not required to check this. Anyway, this is the next question now. And this is a really good question. See, I will try to see how many of you are able to solve it. So first step would be to draw the diagram properly. It's just for total 3 hours, Onkar. So 2 more hours, 1 hour is almost gone, and about 2 more hours. So meanwhile, I have got answer by Sumit Rathi, Suyash, and Gaurav, and all of them are writing option B, 3.2. Kaushik Das, excellent. You're also getting the same answer. But please recheck everyone. Is it correct really? Or are you just guessing? Okay, for your help, I'm drawing the diagram here. In the triangle PQRS is the midpoint of QR. Maybe something like this. Let's say this is PQR. S is the midpoint of QR, so S is somewhere here. Say this is SR, S point S, this is midpoint. And X is any point on PR, and T is a point on QR, such that PT is parallel to SX. Okay, so somewhere like this, maybe T is a point here. So this is PT, and parallel to this is the line SX, where this point X lies on PR. Fine. So let's recheck. X is any point on PR. So yes, X is a point on PR. T is a point on QR. So T is a point on QR such that PT is parallel to SX. So PT is parallel to SX. So these two dotted lines here are parallel. Now question is, if the area of triangle PQR is 6.4, so PQR is a complete triangle, its area is given 6.4, then the area of triangle RTX, that means I need to join this TX. So let me use different color here so that you can easily see. So RTX is what we are looking for. We want to find the area of triangle this RTX. Given area of complete triangle is 6.4. Okay, there's a question now. Okay, many of you are writing option B, 3.2. Fine. Okay, any reason for that? Let me confirm the answer is correct. Option B, 3.2 is perfectly correct answer. And this 3.2 is half of 6.4. So there are many other students available here, and not many answers can I see here. So can you please confirm how did you get this value? Why you are saying half of the complete triangle area? Any reason for that? Yes, 3.2 is correct answer. I have already confirmed. This 3.2 is correct answer. Reason? How did you get this? How did you solve? Right triangle बना लो. Okay. So right triangle बनाने से क्या होगा? Let me check. If I make it a right triangle, something like this. तो मिड पॉइंट यहाँ पे लूँ क्या? This is mid point here. क्या इसको ज्वाइन करने की रिक्वायरमेंट नहीं थी, but anyway. So what next? It's going to be almost same thing. How this right angle triangle is going to help? I don't know how it is going to help. If I make a right angle triangle, so PQR, this is S, this is X. अच्छा गड़बड़ कर दिया. ओके ये तो पहले बनाना पड़ेगा फिर. सो टी यहीं पे आ गया. ओके क्यू टी फिर यही हो गया एंड एक्स ऐसे बनाना पड़ेगा. एक्स यहाँ पे आ गया. सो ठीक है दैट वेरिएशन इज फाइन. एग्जैक्टली देख के लग रहा है हाफ होगा. आई गॉट इट. वो मैंने बोला कि गेस कर रहे हो क्या कर रहे हो. क्यू एंड टी साथ में आ गया. दैट्स ट्रू दीपक स्वामी. दैट्स फाइन. Q and T would be same point then, and SX would be parallel to PT. So मिड पॉइंट है तो मिड पॉइंट, और ये मतलब हाफ ही हो गया फिर. सही बात है. That's a good thing. That's called flexibility in the questions. Question didn't say anything about the triangle PQR. I hope everyone has understood the method here, but Chipas Swami did. I hope it is clear to all. That's a good thing. Good thinking here. Midpoint theorem, Gaurav Kumar. कैसे Gaurav? What midpoint theorem? Let's come to general case here. I'm not going to that part. That part is done. That is solved. तो midpoint बन गया. ये midpoint है. So this is going to be half of this. X is also going to be midpoint. So if X is midpoint, that means this XT, this XQ or XT would be median only. So that means this triangle RTX would be having area equal to half of the complete triangle. That's perfectly fine. That's perfectly fine. So answer is confirmed from this diagram. So 3.2 is the right answer. Answer I have already confirmed. This was one of the ways. Any other way? One side parallel and one side is midpoint. So other side should also be midpoint. अरे इसका क्या मतलब है गौरव? I'm talking about this general case now. ठीक है? I'm not going for that. That we have discussed. So one side parallel to one side. One side is not parallel to one side. These two sides are parallel. This PT and this SX, they are parallel. So none of these two dotted lines are sides of any of the triangle. है ना? So it's not midpoint. When we put P and T are same point. That part is not P and T. Q and T are same point in this case. Yes, Gaurav. In this case, it is fine. In this case, it is fine. That's okay. No problem. Now, in general, I'm asking here. Now, everyone see here. That's why I was calling it. It's a really good question. And it's really very good question. Now, listen, everyone. See carefully. That's fine. And that's a good thinking. Now, listen here. See here properly. We are seeing here two parallel lines, right? We are seeing here two parallel lines. let me draw something like this. If this is a side length, let me call the same names PT, maybe PT. Fine. And there is certain point, maybe X. There is some point X here. So that this triangle PXT has certain area. Everyone see here and answer me. So this PT, there is a straight line, this line segment PT here, and there is some point X. So this triangle PTX, this PTX, this triangle is having certain area. Fine, kuch bhi area hai. Now my question is, Harshit, you are first one to say, otherwise I get the remarks like that very fast. Anyway, so in this case, now tell me, keeping the side length PT and I'm taking some another point here, let's say S, such that area of this new triangle PTS is same as that of PTX. Is it possible? When will it happen? I repeat my question. Triangle PTX was having certain area, so triangle PTS also has same area. When it will be possible? What can you say about this point S? This triangle PTS is having certain area, so triangle PTS also has same area. So how is that possible? What can we say about S? Yes, base is of course same. Where of it, that's perfectly fine. Base is certainly same. What else? Base same होने से area तो same नहीं होता ना? Exactly, parallel lines, Mohit, good. See, base is equal, that's fine. But height also must be same, isn't it? The height must also be same. That means both these points must be at same distance, same perpendicular distance from this baseline. Which means this XS should be a line parallel to PT. Yes or no? Yes. Not equal there, Mayur. It should be parallel. Yes, SX should be parallel to PT. Isn't it? And that is going to happen always in case of a trapezium. Now this is a trapezium, PXST is a trapezium. So in case of a trapezium, always it is going to be that triangle PST and PXT, they have equal area. If I take some another point, maybe N here. So what about area of triangle PNT? That will also be same. Is it fine? Is it clear to everyone? Now see here what is happening in this question. What is happening in this question? In this question, this PT and SX are given parallel. They are parallel, right? So they are parallel, which means that this triangle PTX is having same area as that of PTS. Yes or no? This triangle PTX is having same area as that of this PTX is having same area as that of PTS. Isn't it? Yes, triangle on the same base and between same parallels have same area. Exactly, Gaurav Kumar. Perfectly fine. Because their base is same, their height is same. So in this case also we are having the same thing. So these two triangles, triangle PTX and triangle PTS, they are having same area. Or same way I could also say like this, कि triangle TSX, if I consider SX as the base, in that case TSX and this PSX, they also have same area. Area of triangle, let me write here, TSX, I'm considering SX as the base now. So triangle TSX is having same area as that of PSX. Is it fine? Fine. Now see our question was to find the area of triangle RTX. That means other than this RSX, if I add RSX both sides, let's say if I add RSX both sides, area RSX is being added both sides. I'm adding this area RSX both sides. So RSX is added to both of these triangles. So TSX इसमें add कर दूंगा. So TSX and RSX combined it is RTX, which we want you to find out. This is the area which we wanted to find out, right? Area of triangle RTX. And here it comes out to be PSX, that is PSX plus RSX. That means this triangle PSR. That means this required area of RTX is nothing but area of triangle PSR. And what about this PS? This is the median. So it completely divides the triangle into two equal area triangles. So it is certainly half of 6.4. So this is just quick question, very quick question. You just need to observe this part only. Fine. Otherwise, as done by some students like this, that is also a very nice way. So this answer comes out to be 3.2. Isn't it? So it is perfect cat-like question, no formula, nothing. We just need to see the basic part, and we have just used a simple property of triangles, that triangles formed on the same base and between same parallel lines have equal areas. So that's what we have done here. Fine. Let me repeat what we have done. So we just saw that these two lines SX and PT, they are given parallel, right? They are given parallel. This PT is parallel to SX. Now using this point, what we got to know that the triangles on the base SX up to a point T or up to point P, they are having same area. That means triangle TSX is having same area as that of PSX, right? That's what I mentioned here. And I just added this remaining triangle RSX in both the sides. So RSX plus TSX makes it RTX, the complete triangle whose area we wanted to calculate, this one. And here when I added RSX in PSX, so PSX plus RSX makes it this complete triangle PSR, which is simply half of the entire triangle. That's it. Is it okay? Clear? Suyash, arithmetics, the complete schedule has been shared, I guess. You can check the schedule on the YouTube as well as your, I think, WhatsApp groups and all. Okay, आगे चलें. Is it clear? See, our point is that everything should be clear to you. If it is not clear, then there is no benefit. There is no dearth of questions. There are unlimited questions which you can practice. But point is that you must be able to recall the concepts and apply them properly. Okay, fine. Your schedule is already shared. You can check that. Thanks for that, there Vishesh and Siddhanshu. Okay, I'm moving to the next question now. And again, this is a good question. And it's a bit calculative, as you can see from the options as well. So try to solve this one now in the simplest possible way. I hope it is visible. So let me read it for you. It says in the figure, PA equals QB. This PA and QB, they are equal lengths. And PRQ is arc of the circle. So this one is arc. The center of which is O. At the top here you can see O. Such that the angle POQ is 90 degree. So angle POQ means angle at this vertex here. This is given 90 degree. AB is 30 root 2. Let me mention here only. This AB length is given 30 root 2. And the perpendicular distance of AB from the center O is 40 centimeter. So this complete height from O to this AB, that is 40 centimeter. Find the area of the shaded region. Calculate this. Okay, answer. Option D, none. No, it's not, Roy. Please recheck, I guess. See, visualization plays an important role in case of geometry. So let me solve it with you. See, what do you understand from this angle 90 degree? This is given that angle at vertex, this POQ. This angle POQ is given 90 degree. So what do we get to know with this? This AB is 30 root 2. So this AQ is also, this PQ is also 30 root 2. Yes or no? Option B is being said by Khushi and Prathamesh. Let's calculate that. First tell me, can you calculate the radius, this length OP and OQ? How much this OP and OQ come out to be? What is this length OP here? Okay, let me draw it again. So this is OP and OQ. This angle is 90 degree, right? So this is a quarter circle basically. This arc is nothing but a quarter circle. Yes, radius comes out to be 30. Good. Because this length PQ is given 30, this AB and this is same, it is 30 root 2 basically. This PQ is 30 root 2. This PQ is 30 root 2. So obviously these two sides which are equal side, they must be 30 each, right? So 30, 30 and then this is 30 root 2. That's it. Now, this is drawn something like this. These points are written as A and B here. So can you tell me if I draw this vertical line, if I draw this vertical line like this, so how much is this height? How much is this height? It is going to be height of this triangle. See, this was total 30 root 2, so this is 15 root 2. And this is 30, so how much is going to be this length? See, this is a right angle triangle with 45, 45, 90. This is going to be 15 root 2 only. Yes or no? See, can you tell me this angle here? It is 45, right? This is 45. कैसे पता लगा? भाई दोनों sides equal है ना? ये 90 degree है, isosceles triangle है. Both angles are equal, 45, 45. Now when I am dropping this perpendicular here, this is 90 again. So this is again 45, 45, 90 triangle. So it's 15 root 2 and 15 root 2. This height is 15 root 2. Fine. Now tell me what is this height? What is this height? This length PA or whatever it is, QB. How much is this length? Remember, this total height was given 40 centimeter, right? This total height was given 40 centimeter. So this length comes out to be 40 minus 15 root 2. Is it fine so far? Is it fine so far? That's it. You just need to identify all these basic things. And after that, it is simple calculation now. It is simple calculation. I need to calculate the area of this shaded region. That is the question. Find the area of the shaded region. What do you suggest? क्या करना चाहिए? क्या करना चाहिए? I need to find this area of this shaded region. So what should be done? See, the easiest way would be, yes, option C is the right answer, Khushi. Good. So to calculate the shaded region, I can see that this sector or this quarter circle's area need to be subtracted, right? It needs to be removed. From what? From this total area. And this total area can be simply written like this: the area of this small triangle, area of this triangle, plus area of this rectangle here, and minus this quarter circle. That's it, right? So that is a schematic plan we need to do. This total area, that is triangle plus rectangle minus this quarter circle. That needs to be done. बिल्कुल सही बात है हम. Perfectly fine. Now calculate that. For this triangle, we know all the things. So this is 30 root 2 and height I know it is 15 root 2. Right? Yeah, इसकी जरूरत भी क्या है? This 30, 30 angle 90 degrees से the half base into height यहीं से करता हूँ ना. So it is half into 30 into 30. So this area comes out to be half into 30 into 30. Isn't it? That is the area of this triangle here. Badhiya. Next, area of this rectangle. So for this rectangle, I know this height, that is 40 minus 15 root 2, and this length was already given 30 root 2. So this is for 30 root 2 multiplied with 40 minus 15 root 2. And finally, I need to subtract the area of quarter circle. How do you find area of quarter circle? This angle is 90 degrees, so it is simply 1/4 of the circle. So 1/4 of pi r square, right? Area of circle. So it is 1/4 into pi into r square. And r we have already figured out, it is 30. This is 30 square. That's it. You just need to simplify this part and get your answer. Isn't it? You just need to simplify this part and get your answer. And yes, option C comes out to be the right answer. You can simplify and check for yourself. See, this pi term, there's only one pi term, that is 900 by 4 pi with the negative sign, right? Among the options, if I see, so option B doesn't satisfy that, it can't be the answer. Option A doesn't satisfy that, it can't be the answer. Option C has that, minus 900 pi by 4, right? So this is a possible one. Next part, तो pi वाली बात तो हो गई है, बाकी चेक करते हैं. So other than root terms देखूं अगर, तो it is 30 square by 2, that is half of 900, and here this is a root term, root 2 वाला term है, and इनको multiply करने से कितना आएगा? That is going to be 15 times 30, that is 450, 450 into 2, 900 with negative sign. So negative 900 and positive 450, that makes it 900 by 2 basically with the negative sign. So negative times 900 ka half, that also matches here. Negative times half of 900, that also matches. Now I'm left with this root 2 term. So root 2 term, does it comes out to be 1200 root 2? Let's check it here. Yes, 40 into 30 root 2, it is 1200 root 2. Option C is certainly the right answer. Fine. So just by matching the options, we can easily figure out. Is it okay? Yes, perfectly fine. Khushi, क्या किया है 1200 root 2? It's not 900 Khushi, it's 900 by 2, 450 बनेगा ना? अरे यार तो 900 तो ये, this is plus 450 and this is negative 900. It will be minus half of 900. Half of 900, that is 450. हाँ ठीक है, ये पार्ट इतना आया, रेक्टेंगल का एरिया इतना आया. Alright, that's the area of rectangle खुशी, ठीक बात है. हाँ ये 450 and plus ये वाला 1200 root 2 minus 900, and I need to subtract this part. I hope it is clear to everyone. Okay. Yes, that's correct. Good. Okay, moving further to the next question now. If there's any confusion or any doubt in this question, you can ask. I hope it must be clear. It was not that difficult. We just need to figure out some of the values and then what should be added, what should be subtracted. That is the only thing. Right? So as we discussed earlier, so this quarter circular part is to be removed from the complete area, and the complete area I found by dividing it in two parts, this triangle and this rectangle. So triangle's area plus rectangle area minus the sector's area. Fine. So moving to the next question now. And here it is. Now this is a really good question. Let's see. And here you are certainly going to learn something. It says semi-perimeter of a right angle triangle is 77. Smallest median is 36. Find the area of the triangle. हाँ नवदीप, that's what I was telling there. ज़्यादा कैलकुलेशन भी नहीं थी इसमें, हाँ but थोड़ी सी तो थी, and which we avoided just by matching the options. I didn't calculate anything, I just matched the options, and that's how I negated two of the earlier options and the third one matched. And that is a best method always in exam also. We don't need to calculate always, just try to negate. This is not possible, this is not possible, this is not possible. And specifically, this is very easily feasible in algebra specifically. Okay, answer here 924. Sayat Biswas, क्या किया भाई? I don't remember the answer, but perhaps this is not the correct. See, there are some terms mentioned here. I'm sure all of you are familiar with this term, semi-perimeter of a right triangle. What is the meaning of semi-perimeter? It is half of perimeter, right? A plus B plus C by 2. S, we call it semi-perimeter. It is half of perimeter. What is perimeter? Sum of the three side lengths, that is perimeter, and half of it, that means divided by 2. So that is given in this case, it's 77. But now it is talking about specifically of a right angle triangle. It's talking specifically about a right angle triangle. And also the term smallest median. What is the smallest median for any triangle basically? Can you tell me? What would be the smallest median? By the way, what is a median? Median क्या होता है? Median is a line segment which joins midpoint of a side with the opposite vertex. That is called median, right? So smallest median कहाँ बनेगा? For any triangle, if I'm talking about, for any triangle, a line segment which joins midpoint of a side with the opposite vertex, that is called median. And because in a triangle there are three sides, so from the midpoint of all the three sides we can create a median. So smallest median कहाँ बनेगा? Yes, hypotenuse पर बनेगा, exactly. Will it be perpendicular on hypotenuse? Why you are thinking so, old student bhai? It's not true. Shagun, you are saying half of hypotenuse. How do you say that? Yes, exactly. That's true, Shivam. 90 degree वाले vertex से. So basically on the longest side, सीधी सी बात है, the longer the side, smaller would be the median, right? Smaller would be the median. So in case of a right angle triangle, when I am talking about, so in case of a right angle triangle, the smallest median will certainly be starting from the vertex with right angle, and it will be falling on the midpoint of hypotenuse. So let's say this is the midpoint of hypotenuse. So this is the shortest median, and its length is given 36. Do you recall anything else with this? This length is given 36 here. So this is midpoint of hypotenuse. It need not to be right angle here. 90 degree होना जरूरी नहीं है, right? It may not be right angle here. It can be, but it is not compulsory. Not correct answer, Prakhar. Not correct answer. What else can you recognize with this? The midpoint of hypotenuse. Try to think. Do you know something about this? See, this is a major part in all the topics, not only in this geometry part, in all other topics as well. चाहे वो numbers हो, algebra हो, whatever. So we should try to recall all the things which you know about this thing. Midpoint of hypotenuse of a right angle triangle. Excellent, all student. Hypotenuse would be 72. Very good. ऐसा क्यों लेकिन? Yes, circumcenter का center, exactly. Very good, Love Krishna. Perfect. Yes, it is circumcenter. So basically midpoint of hypotenuse of a right triangle is equidistant from three vertices. तो ये 36 है, तो ये भी 36 है, और ये भी 36 है. That means hypotenuse comes out to be 72. Exactly. Apollonius would be there, Roy, but I'm talking about the right angle triangle ka midpoint of hypotenuse. That was the point. Apollonius would be used in any triangle wherever median is involved. We can apply this Apollonius theorem. But right now you are talking specifically about the midpoint of hypotenuse of a right triangle. What is its significance? So it is circumcenter, which means it is equidistant from all the three vertices. That's how I got to know the length of the hypotenuse here as 72. Fine so far? Clear? Not correct answer, Khushi. Not correct answer. See, don't assume anything. Don't guess anything. So far, 3-4 answers have been given and all about way apart. None of them has been correct so far. Anyway, so is this point okay? All of you are familiar with this thing already. Can you tell me why it is so? ऐसा क्यों होता है? Why midpoint of hypotenuse is equidistant from three vertices? Why it is circumcenter? Why it is circumcenter? What is circumcenter, by the way? Circumcenter is the center of circumcircle. What is circumcircle? Circle which passes through all the vertices. Circle which passes through all the vertices. Something like this maybe. है ना? So if this is a circle which passes through all the three vertices, then center of this hypotenuse we call it circumcenter. लेकिन ऐसा क्यों है? क्यों है? See, this angle is 90 degree. So an arc makes an angle 90 degree at a point. That means it will make 180 degree at the center. Right? Remember that you have done in circles part. So certainly this angle is 180 degree. That means this is the midpoint. This is the center of the circle. And where does it lie? It lies on this hypotenuse. And because this is center, तो center से तो तीनों vertices equal distance पे ही होंगे ना. So it confirms that it is midpoint of this hypotenuse. Right? It is a midpoint of the hypotenuse. Yes, angle in a semicircle is 90 degree. Exactly. So reason for that was that only that angle subtended by center, this arc at center is 180 degree. Then it will subtend an angle of 90 degree at the remaining part. Now there's one more important thing which you might not be aware about earlier. Listen carefully now. In any triangle, see very carefully, in any triangle, if I draw an in circle, everyone see here carefully. So let's say this is some triangle with side length A, B and C. So if an in circle is drawn, then these length which acts as tangent to the circle, they have a specific length, and that length can always be found in terms of the semi-perimeter which was given in this question. And by seeing the semi-perimeter, you must try to immediately recall this point which I am discussing now. See here now. See, these two lengths, this one and this one, they are equal, they are tangents, right? Now this length comes out to be S minus B. This comes out to be S minus B till this point. This tangent length, this is S minus B, and this is S minus B, so this is also S minus B. ये B कैसे पता लगा? It's very easy to remember. So this tangent is formed along the sides of length A and C, right? ये A वाली साइड की तरफ और C वाली साइड की तरफ है, तो यहाँ पे S में से क्या माइनस करना है? The opposite side, S minus B. Same way, this length would be how much? S minus A, because these tangents both are equal tangents. S minus A here. So both these tangents are along the side lengths of length B and C. So opposite length is A. So S minus A. Same way, this one is going to be S minus C. It can be proved very easily. That's not difficult part at all. It can be proved very easily. But now this is going to give us very important thing in case of a right angle triangle. So in case of a right angle triangle, if I'm doing a similar thing, now see here carefully. If in a right angle triangle, I'm going to do a similar thing. Okay, fine, Sayak. So in case of a right angle triangle, if I do the similar thing, this in center is there. So this tangent length, how much it is going to be? Can you tell me? By the way, this tangent length is going to be nothing but radius, right? It is radius. That is one thing. And also, as I discussed here in this part, so this length is going to be certainly S minus this opposite side length, which is hypotenuse, right? So this length, this tangent is going to be S minus C, if this longest side length is C, right? Which in this case is hypotenuse. So this S minus C or S minus H, basically S minus 72 in this case, S minus 72 in this case is what? It is nothing but in radius. Now this S was 77, so in radius comes out to be 77 minus 72. That is 5 centimeter. Now that is very important thing in this question. So this R comes out to be 5 centimeter. Now we know the value of R in radius. I know the value of S, the circumcenter. Our question was to calculate area of triangle. Do you know any way to calculate area of a triangle using in radius and this semi-perimeter and in radius? Do you know any method to calculate area of a triangle using these two? So there is a very nice result. I hope you must be knowing that, and if not, then it is time to recall it. So area of triangle is given by R into S. Area of a triangle is given by R into S. I'm sure you must be familiar with this already. We just need to put the values. So R we have just got, it is 5. and S was already given, that is 77. So this is the required answer. So 350 and 35, that is 385. 385 centimeters square is the right answer. Is it fine? So the important point to understand from here was this particular case, as I just discussed, for the general case, for any triangle, we can find out these tangent lengths very easily in terms of semi-perimeter and the side lengths. So it comes out to be S minus B by B. How to remember that? It's very easy, because both these tangents are going to be equal and they are along the side length A and side length C. So the opposite side length is to be subtracted, S minus B, S minus B. Same way, this is S minus A, S minus A, and S minus C, S minus C. So same thing which when I applied in right angle triangle, we got to know this radius basically, this is going to be S minus C, or hypotenuse basically. So I can say that in radius is equal to semi-perimeter minus hypotenuse. So that is a very important result, so which we have just made use here. So this was given 77, hypotenuse we just figured out 72. So we got the value of in radius and we got our area. Is it fine? Did you learn something new today? I hope yes. So R into S, most of you are familiar with already, but you rarely used it, right? You rarely used it. And this was something, certainly good thing, which perhaps you never bothered earlier, but this is a very good thing. Acha, before I move further, can you tell me any fast method to calculate in radius? Okay, good question, Love Krishna. See, in this case of right angle triangle here, in this case of right angle triangle, center, say A distance is radius. This is same radius. Yes or no? Sorry. If this is center of this in circle, then this is radius, and both are making right angle, and this is right angle triangle, so this angle is also 90 degree. That means this complete part is a square of side length R. Yes or no? That's it. So this length comes out to be R, which we were calling as S minus C, or basically S minus H. That's how this relation came into picture. Can we use triplet? Archit, that is not a good method. You are trying to fix up the values. It is not necessary, na? It doesn't mention about the particular triplet here. See, this hypotenuse is going to be 72 for sure. There is no doubt about this, whatever be these two side lengths. But we know that some of these side lengths is known to us. Some of these side lengths is known to us. So now we need to figure out. Which triplet will satisfy this. That may not be very easy always, isn't it? Yes, we can find out. See, total semi-perimeter is 77. That means complete perimeter. That means some of the three side lengths is going to be double than this. तो 77 का डबल कितना हो गया 154 है ना. So 154 में से 72 लेस कर दोगे, that would be 72 plus 5 77 plus 5 82 बनेगा ना. Why you are saying 41? 82 बनाना. Shubham, it would be 82, isn't it? So sum of these two side lengths, base and height, would be 82. But what are their specific values? We don't know, right? Chinmay, S minus C plus 36 will be whole base side of triangle. This is S minus C, and this would be S minus this side length, whatever it is, right? So if we call it A, if we call this one B, if we call this one C, this was S minus C, this is going to be S minus A. अरे टोटल तो B ही है ना, वो कितनी है मालूम नहीं, I don't know that. Jitendra, we just discussed that this length is R and this R is equal to S minus H. Just it. Nothing rocket science here. Triplets are not going to be used here, that's what I said. I know that sum of these two side lengths is how much, that we know, and now with this hypotenuse, which combination will match? These are not small numbers, it won't be that easy, right? And that is not required also, by the way. That's not required also. 77 minus 36 नहीं करना. Yes, exactly. Khushi, thanks for that. Archit got it. ठीक है. Chinmay, similarly we can find height of triangle. What similarly? S minus C plus 36 will be whole base side. S minus C plus 36. 36 आप किसको ले रही हो? रेडियस को ले रही हो. अच्छा 36 तो वो था ना भाई. 36 S minus C plus 36 कैसे हो गया? This is not 36. अच्छा गड़बड़ कर दिया आपने. ए लड़की चिन्मयी गड़बड़ किया आपने. This tangent length is not 36. 36 was the half of hypotenuse length, and that is not tangent. This incircle is not touching this hypotenuse at the midpoint. Mind that. Chinmay, come back here. This incircle is not touching the hypotenuse at midpoint. It will touch if these two perpendicular sides are equal. Only then it will happen, otherwise not. So don't assume that. ठीक है? Don't assume that, Chinmay. That's not correct. I hope you are able to figure out your mistake. Okay. Roy, that is good. Now see one more important thing. I hope these points are clear. So this length is R always, of course. This is R. Okay, let me calculate this part again. You will certainly like this. This is a right triangle. And this is in circle here. As the values I mentioned here, A, B and C, I am using the same values. This is A, this total is A, this total is B, and this total is C. Okay? Now everyone see carefully. Everyone see carefully. Archit, can we also do it one more way? We can assume altitude x minus A similarly. Yes, it will be lengthier. It can be done, Archit. It can be done. But it will be lengthier, na? It is so simple. कुछ करना नहीं था भाई, खत्म हो गया. R into S. R I have 5 and area 3D5. There can be many more ways. There's never it is there. This is the only way. There are many ways possible. You can think of many more ways. But the point is how faster we can solve it. Integer side में कोई triplet नहीं होता है, being 72 as longest. खुशी हो सकता है, why not? Maybe हो. But that's what I'm saying. It's not required. It will take time, na. Looking for some triplets will take time. You working with algebra, as Archit mentioned, is perfectly fine, but it's going to take time. But doing nothing, just realizing that this is nothing but S minus H. Semi-perimeter is known to me, hypotenuse we have just figured out, uska kya kaam aayega? Use karo na. Using that, I got to know the value of R. And using R and S, I immediately got to know the area. That's it. That was the simplest and fastest way. There can be other ways. Now listen here. I'm going to tell you how to calculate the value of R in case of right angle triangle, and this is certainly going to be very, very helpful. Rizwanuddin, see here. खुशी आपका hypotenuse 72 लेके अभी find out करते हैं. Let's try to find out that. But there can be many more ways. First, see this. This is right angle triangle, and these two perpendicular sides are A and B, hypotenuse C. So this radius is R, and we have just seen that. So this tangent length, how much it is going to be? Please tell me, everyone. This tangent length, how much it is going to be? It is going to be R, yes or no? I just proved that using this square, isn't it? This is certainly R. Rizwan, you have just joined and you are asking कब तक चलेगा? भाई जब तक आपको attend करना आप कर सकते हो. This session is for 3 hours. And it's almost half done. This is R, right? So how much is this remaining? It is B minus R. Fine. Now this remaining is B minus R because this total length was B. Fine. Now this is B minus R, so this length is also B minus R. Yes or no? ठीक है? This is B minus R and this is also B minus R. Okay, let's proceed this side. So this tangent length is R, so this length is also R because they are equal. So what about this remaining length? It is A minus R. And if this is A minus R, so this part is also A minus R. Is that fine? Yes, Rizwan. Perhaps that way may be helpful. So on this hypotenuse, you can see I have divided this hypotenuse in two tangent lengths, A minus R and B minus R, and this total length is going to be equal to C. Let's equate that. What happens? So A minus R plus B minus R equals to C. I want all of you to calculate the value of R now in terms of A, B and C. Everyone, please calculate this. calculate the value of R in terms of A, B and C. Please calculate fast. This A minus R plus B minus R is the complete hypotenuse, which is C, right? So A minus R plus B minus R is equal to C. Calculate the value of R from here. So you are going to get a result in terms of A, B and C. Excellent, Mohit. Vishnu, why to assume that cat can ask? Cat may difficult, is it? This is not difficult at all. This is just your capability of recalling the basic concepts. So whatever you know, you need to apply that. And this is perfect cat-like question, perfect cat-like question. So this R comes out to be A plus B minus C by 2. And that is the most wonderful result to calculate the value of in radius in case of a right angle triangle. It is A plus B minus C by 2. ठीक है ना? Yes, exactly, Chinmay. That can be said like this. That's fine. So it's A plus B minus C by 2, where A and B are the perpendicular sides and C is the hypotenuse one. So we can use this to quickly calculate the in radius for any right angle triangle. ठीक है? Anyway, so we use similar thing in this question and we got to know this length is going to be S minus C. See, here also when I'm equating the tangent, so by using the similar results only, we got to know this value. These expressions, as I told you, how we got this, the method is same only. The similar method, by using similar method only, we will get this values. But now this was the conclusion here. This is S minus B, S minus C and so on. Anyway, so this method which we have just discussed here, that is the shortest way here. So we made use of this result between area of triangle obtained through multiplying in radius and semi-perimeter. And this important result, this was a really good one here, that for every right angle triangle, this in radius is nothing but S minus hypotenuse. And hypotenuse, how we figured out that? Because of this shortest, the smallest median. So these are all very small basic concepts used in a single question. Yes, I'm moving to the next one now. Okay, again, a good question. Good question. Please solve it. And certainly the things which we have discussed in the previous question should be helpful to answer this one now. Let's see how much you are able to recall. Let's finish the geometry part fast because we have other topics as well. A few more important things in geometry which we are going to discuss. Find the distance BI between orthocenter B and end center I of the right triangle ABC with sides 12, 16, 20. I hope all of you are familiar with the term orthocenter. What is orthocenter? Can you tell me? What is an orthocenter? That's correct answer, Chinmay. Excellent. Yes, option C. Good. I'm asking my question again. What do you mean by orthocenter? Yes, it is intersection point of altitudes. Excellent. Intersection of heights. Perfectly fine, Shivam. So in case of a right angle triangle, can you tell me what is the location of this point orthocenter? In case of right angle triangle, all of you are you are saying is perfectly fine. So my question now is, what is the location of this point orthocenter In case of a right angle triangle, if this is a right angle triangle, so where does the heights, where do the heights, the altitudes meet? It is at this vertex with right angle, right? Because this is the height here and this is the height here. So wherever two heights of a triangle meet, the third height is also going to meet there only. So this point B in this case, in the case of right angle triangle, this point, the vertex with right angle is always the orthocenter. So the B I have mentioned correctly, this B only. ठीक है ना? This point B, this the vertex with right angle is the orthocenter in case of every right angle triangle. Now it's talking about in center. What is in center? What is in center? In center is the center of in circle. We just talked about that in circle, है ना? So let me draw that in circle again. So if I draw a circle inside, the largest circle which can be inscribed inside a triangle, that is known as in circle, right? So the center of this in circle, which is basically intersection of angle bisectors also, it is called in center. But it is equidistant from all the three vertices. We just talked about that. Remember, how much is this distance? Can you tell me again, please? If this is in center, how much is this distance? Of course, this is 90-degree angle. This distance is nothing but radius r, right? Same way, this is also r, and this is also 90-degree. We just talked about that. That means this total is a square, and this point is in center I. So can you calculate the length BI? The length BI, this is radius r, we have just checked that. So this BI is nothing but r root 2. Isn't it? Yes, so this BI is nothing but this diagonal of this square, it is r root 2. And how to calculate the value of r now? We know the three side lengths, and I just told you the method. The in radius is given by a plus b minus c by 2. That is 12 plus 16 minus 20 by 2. Where 20 is the hypotenuse here. That's it. So what is the value of r coming from here? This 28 minus 20, that is 8, 8 by 2, that is 4. That's it. Again, perfect cat-like question. No calculations. No calculations. Just see an answer. Isn't it? You need to know the terms. You need to visualize what is happening, what is given, and what is being asked. So we go to our answer. So answer is this 4 root 2, option C. Yes, perfectly fine, Chinmay. Good. Yes, it is easy one, Archit, because I am doing it right now. I've seen these comments many times. कि सर जब आप करते हो तो आसान लगता है, जब हम खुद करते हैं तो नहीं होता है. It's a similar question. It's a similar question. So I am doing it only for your sake, that how we need to think. That's the important point. See, now Navdeep is asking how B is orthocenter. Navdeep, what do you know by orthocenter? What do you mean by orthocenter? Orthocenter is intersection of altitudes. Yes or no? If I make any triangle, let's say this is certain triangle. This is a certain triangle A, B, C. So what is orthocenter? The orthocenter is intersection of angle bisectors. MCU क्या लिखा भैया? It's very nice, Archit. Very good. Navdeep, so if I draw a perpendicular here, this is the height. If I draw perpendicular here, this is another height. Acha, now these two heights are intersecting at a point, let's say P. Now everyone please tell me, these two heights are intersecting at this point. Can I say this P is the orthocenter for this triangle? No, don't leave that, Archit. Numbers is the most interesting part. Most interesting, I would say. Answer this one now. Is this P orthocenter or not, everyone? Yes, I have not done the third line. That's why I'm asking, Archit. That's why I'm asking. I have not done the third line. I have not done the third altitude. Can I say this P is altitude? P is the orthocenter or not? Yes, it is. Yes, it is. See, it does not depend on the third altitude. ऐसा तो नहीं होगा ना. These two altitudes are meeting at point P, and when the third one will come, they will say, चल भाई कहीं और मिलते हैं. And it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen that these two are meeting at a point P right now, and when third altitude will come, they will meet somewhere else. No, they are going to meet at this point only. Right? They are going to meet at this point only. So exactly same way, if you look in a right angle triangle, these two are heights only. Right? This CB and AB, they are the heights only, and they are meeting at point B. That's it. That's it. This B is orthocenter. Is it fine? I think Navdeep was asking the question. Navdeep, is it fine? Is it okay? Yes, the third line will definitely pass through the same point. Excellent. Okay, so I hope this is clear. ठीक है, I was thinking to before I get some questions on screen on numbers, I was thinking let me put one numbers तड़का in between. Numbers अच्छी चीज है भाई, numbers boring नहीं है, numbers is most interesting. Understood ना? ठीक है. Before I move to the next question, let me open a new screen, and I'm giving you a quick question on numbers. Let's see how you will solve it. How will you solve it? How will you solve it? Yes, I'm giving you next question on numbers in between. There are geometry questions pending, but I'm giving you one numbers question. There was a CAT question many years ago. It goes like something like this. So 1 A, B, C, D, E. I hope you have done this question earlier also in some of the sessions maybe. So 1 A, B, C, D, E, when it is multiplied with 3, so what happens is this 1 comes to the last part and the remaining digits shift one place. So it becomes A, B, C, D, E, 1. You need to identify the number. Please do it fast. Please do it fast. Nothing to remember, old student. Same as you. Arey Baba, it's up to you. How you take a topic. I have always said that. Never remember anything. Just understand. Please solve this. Please find this value. I'm sure this question is familiar to most of you. This is one of the previous CAT question, and I'm going to extend it now. जल्दी से इसको solve करो पहले. We need to find this value. This is a 6-digit number. 1 A, B, C, D, E. So 1 is known to us. The remaining 5 digits are unknown. That we need to figure out. And when it is multiplied with 3, so the new number is the same digits A, B, C, D, E, and now this 1 is shifted to the rightmost place. So I need to identify this number. How to do this? Any starting point can you suggest? Any starting point can any of you suggest? Okay, there's the answer. That's perfectly fine. Shagun, any starting point? How did you get this answer? अभी याद था आपको पहले से, maybe हो सकता है. Yes, E is 7. Archit is saying E is 7. How do you get to know this E is 7? Because 3 को किससे multiply करूं so that the result ends in 1. It is 7 only, right? Excellent, excellent. So 3 times 7 is 21. 21 का 1 and 2 carry. Now this E is 7, so this E is also 7. Fine. So proceeding same way. Yes, that's perfectly fine. Now proceeding same way. So 3 times D plus 2 ends in 7. That means 3 times D must end in 5. है ना? 3 को D से multiply करूंगा और 2 add करूंगा, then it will end in 7. That means 3 into D must end in 5. Now 3 को किससे multiply करूं कि 5 में end करे? 5 only, right? So 3 5s are 15. 15 plus 2, 17 का 7 and 1 carry. I hope it is perfectly fine, right? Now same way D is 5, so this D is also 5, and this D is obtained. This D is being obtained by multiplying 3 with C and adding this carry of 1. right? That means 3 into C must end in 4, है ना? So 3 को किससे multiply करूं? 8 से, right? So 3 8s are 24, 24 and 125 का 5, 2 carry, and this C is 8, so this C is also 8, and this 8 is being obtained after adding this 2. So before adding this 2, so this 3 times B must end in 6. So 3 को किससे multiply करूं कि 6 में end करे? 2. So 3 2s are 6, 6 plus 2 8. So B is 8, so this B is 2, so this B is also 2, and this time there was no carry, right? So 3 को किससे multiply करूं कि 2 में end करे? It is 4, right? So 3 4s are 12. So 3 4s are 12, 12 ka 2 and 1 carry, and this A is 4, so this A must also be 4. Let's match. So 3 times 1 3 plus 1 4. That perfectly matches, right? That perfectly matches. Now my question is, can there be some other way? Because the next question which I am going to give you, this method won't be applicable anymore. There could be many possibilities. See, in this case there was only one possibility and you continued doing like this, right? There was only one possibility and you continued like this, because 3 को किससे multiply करूं कि 1 में end करे? There is only one possibility, 7, and you proceeded like that, right? So in every case there was exactly one possibility. That's how we were able to proceed like this easily. Can there be some other way? Think of some algebraical way or some equation forming or something. What you can do? See, now I'm giving you a hint. Can I expand it according to place value? Yes. Now this number can be written as 1 followed by 5 zeros plus A, B, C, D, E, right? So if I consider this part combined as a number, let's say n बोल देते हैं, x बोल देते हैं, fine, हाँ, good, ठीक है, x मान लेते हैं. So this comes out to be 1 lakh, so 5 zeros, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 plus x, right? Where this x is nothing but this 5-digit number A, B, C, D, E, and this is to be multiplied with 3. So 3 times of this number is equal to how much? It is this A, B, C, D, that is x followed by a single digit plus 1, which is 10x plus 1. Yes or no? Is this equation fine? Yes, using place value, we have written just this equation. Is it fine? So 3 times of this 1 lakh plus x, where we have assumed this complete number to be x. So it comes out to be equal to this x followed by 1, that means 10x plus 1. Okay, is it fine? Now you can very easily simplify this. This is only single variable equation, one equation with one variable. So that is 3 lakh minus 1, that makes it 2,99,999 equals, this is 3x, and when it is subtracted from 10x, it will give you 7x. That gives you x equals to 29999 and one more 9 divided by 7. Just divide it. It comes out to be 7 4s are 28, 1 carry, 7 2s are 14, 5 carry, 7 8s are 56, 3 carries, 7 5s are 35, and 4 carries, 7 7s are 49. That is this value of x, or basically A, B, C, D, E. Fine. Now, this was a previous CAT question. I'm extending it now. Few days ago, I gave it in one of my classes to 7th, 8th class students and 11th, 12th class students also. So some students were able to solve it. See, now question is, what should I do? Okay, I'm doing the same order. This 1 A, B, C, D, E, when it is multiplied with 4, the result is, this comes out to be D, E, 1, A, B, C. Now we need to find the answer. 1 A, B, C, D, E multiplied with 4. That gives the answer D, E, 1, A, B, C. And by the way, before you start doing anything, let me tell you, one answer is same. The one answer is same, which we have just figured out here, because by seeing this question only, I created this new one. So the one answer is same, that 142,857 when multiplied with 4, it gives you the value as 571428. So this is one answer, which is perfectly fine. But there is one more. Can there be more possible values? So answer is yes. So you need to find the other one, because now 4 into E should end in C. Both are unknown. It is difficult to calculate like that. How will you proceed now? So let's do it together to save time. Let me make the equation same way. So in the previous case, as I assumed this ABCD as single number as x. So in this case, how should we distribute the numbers? Can you suggest something? How I can break this number? If I'm working with 5 variables, then it is going to be a very difficult thing. So let's try to reduce it to the lower number of variables. What we can do here? How should I break this number in smaller parts? Any idea, any suggestion? This magic number is circular number. ठीक है, magic बोल दो आप, क्या फर्क पड़ता है? But this is not the only answer. There is a real magic now we are going to see, Akshat. Any idea how we can divide this number in 2 parts? See, now that's the point to think how we should think. As I've been saying repeatedly, we should learn how to think. See, in this case, this 1ABC, this part of the number is remaining together in both the parts. Yes, exactly. DE and 1ABC are 1ABC. Don't skip 1. 1 को साथ में रखो, right? So 1ABC and DE. So let DE be the other part. Okay. So let me call this 1ABC as X and DE as Y. Is it fine? Ayush, how? Like this? Like this only. Now see what I'm going to do. So this D is Y and this is X. Now see what is happening. This X is followed by 2 places. That means it is we can by splitting this number according to place value. This first number is nothing but 100X plus Y. Yes or no? And it is to be multiplied with 4. Everyone, please see this. Is it okay? 1ABC, I'm keeping it as X, and DE, I'm writing it as Y. So this X is followed by 2 more digits. So it is 100X plus Y, and it is to be multiplied with 4, and the result comes out to be how much? You can see here, Y followed by 4 zeros in the 4 places, right? So it is basically 10,000 Y. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 zeros, right? And plus this X. Is this equation clear? That equation we need to understand. Akshat, how are you saying D is equal to 4? It's not. In that case also it was not there. Let's see now. Let's see now. So till this point, is it okay? Now let's try to figure out the ratio of X and Y, because now this is single equation in 2 variables X and Y. In place of 5 variables, I have divided them in 2 variables. Let's see what we can do. So let's keep the same variables, like terms on the one side. Shivam, I have just broken these numbers according to place values. I've just written them according to place values. See, X is followed by 2 more digits, right? So I can write it as 100 times X plus Y, just like this, 123. Can you write it as 100 plus 23? Yes or no? Right? Same way I have written this part, X00 plus Y. X00 means 100X plus Y. And same way, this number, it is Y followed by 4 zeros, that is 10,000 times Y plus X. That's it. It's simple place value. Okay? Okay, now simplify this. This is 400X and this is single X. That makes it 399X equals to, this is 10,000 Y and this is 4Y, right? So 4Y when it's subtracted, it will give you 9996Y. Is it okay so far? Okay? Okay, so as I said earlier, we can't figure out the exact value of X and Y, but at least we can try to find out the ratio. Let's see what we get. So X by Y, we get from here as 9996 upon 399. Isn't it? I hope there is no calculation error so far. Yes, perfectly fine. Okay, anything common which you can cancel out here? Anything common you can cancel out? 3 is clearly visible, na? 3 से तो cancel कर ही देते. So if I cancel by 3, it is going to be 3332 upon this is 133. 133 किसी के टेबल में आता है ना? 133 किससे डिविजिबल है? 133 किससे डिविजिबल है? Yes, it comes out to be 476 by 19. Excellent, Love Krishna. 476 by 19. So 7 is the another common factor. 19 sevens are 133. So 7 divides both the numbers. So 476 by 19. But now see, regarding x and y, I knew that x must start with 1. Isn't it? X must start with 1. Here right now in place of x we have written 476. And see, y also must have only 2-digit number. Y should be 2-digit number. So I can use its multiple. Now tell me any multiple of 476 which is a 4-digit number starting with 1. We can take it 3 times. Right? We can take it 3 times. If I multiply it by 3, क्या बनेगा? तो 6 3s are 18 का 8, 1 carry. 7 3s are 21 and 122 का 2, 2 carry. 4 3s are 12 and 2, 14. So 1428 and that becomes 57. So this case we have already considered, right? This case we have already considered. Next case possible. Let's make it 4 times. If I make it 4 times, it will still be a 4-digit number starting with 1. And 4 times also 19 is also going to be 2-digit number only. Let's check what it happens. So if I multiply it by 4, so 4 6 are 24 ka 4 2 carry, and then 4 7 are 28 and 2 30 ka 0 3 carry, and 4 4 are 16 and 3 19. That's 1904, right? ठीक है ना? तो let me check again. हाँ ठीक है, सही बात है. 500 चौक 2000 में से 96 कम कर दिया. That's 1904 upon this is 76. Now this is another number possible now. This is another number. So what is this number now? This case is 190476 when multiplied with 4, and answer should be 761904. That is the beauty of numbers. That's the beauty of numbers. ठीक है? So numbers is really very interesting part. All the things, logical part, algebraical part, solving equations, visualizing, try to think, everything comes there. So now there are two possible cases. There is not any other case possible because if I multiply it further, it will not remain a 4-digit number starting with 1. So these are 2 cases possible. You can easily verify. Let me verify here. 4 into 6, 24 ka 4, 2 carry. Then 4 7 are 28 and 2 30 ka 0, 3 carry. Then 4 4 are 16 and 3 19 ka 9, 1 carry. 4 0 0 plus 1 1. 4 19 4 are 76. Perfectly fine. So for this question, there are 2 possible answers. One was same, that earlier magic number, and this is another one. So 190476 multiplied with 4. Fine. So no need to be afraid of numbers. Nothing is there to remember because CAT doesn't check your memory power. It's not a memory exam. Is it so? Do you think like that is memory exam? It's not memory exam. It's your understanding exam. How clear you are in your thoughts. Okay, come back to our geometry pending questions. Let's quickly move to this next one now. Okay, here we are. Yes, that's a good question now. What is the length of the line segment that is parallel to the parallel sides such that it divides the known isosceles trapezium with parallel sides of 12 and 16 into equal area trapeziums? So just to make you a bit familiar, for your ease, I'm writing the drawing the diagram. It's talking about to calculate the length of a line segment which is parallel to the parallel sides, and it divides that trapezium with parallel sides of length 12 16 into equal area trapeziums. That means there is certain trapezium, maybe something like this, and these 2 parallel sides length are given 12 and 16, and we need to draw another line segment in between which is parallel to the parallel sides, something like this, maybe something like this. Let's say this length is x. So we need to calculate this side length. What is the condition? Such that it divides it in 2 equal area trapezium. That means the area of these 2 trapezium should be same. There's a question now, right? There's a question now. So we need to calculate this length. Notice one, we will be discussing other things also. So we are on the final part of this geometry. So I hope question is clear to you now. So this is a trapezium. The opposite, the parallel side lengths are given 12 and 16. We need to find out the length of this parallel side to this parallel to these 2 parallel sides, so that the area of these 2 trapeziums are equal. These are 2 equal area trapeziums. How to proceed here? As I remember, there was a similar question earlier somewhere. Maybe in your mock test somewhere. I remember I had created some video solution for that. Try to answer it fast. See if you can do it. हाँ मोक में था ना यस हाँ आई रिमेंबर दैट Okay, so now let me tell you, there are four important properties here which you can learn as you are accustomed to learn. So you can learn that. So this is one of them. As I remember, I was recalling that I discussed this similar question in one of the mock tests. I don't remember the number. Answer, some of you are getting 12 root 3, not correct, Love Krishna. Yes, option C, 10 root 2 is the correct answer. Saurabh, I don't know whether you are guessing or you have solved it correctly. Now let's see how to do. First, I'm explaining this part and then I will tell you the four important results. I will tell you the four important results related like this. So in this case, let's try to understand how it is happening. So let me change the color of marker. Okay, see if I extend these two non-parallel sides, they will meet somewhere, right? They will meet somewhere. And now you can see this smaller triangle and this triangle and this complete triangle, they're all similar triangles, isn't it? They're all similar triangles. This small triangle, then this next dotted line triangle, basically triangle with base 12, base x and base 16. Are they similar triangles or not? What do you say? Are they similar triangles or not? Okay, Mohit Bayani is excellently using the options, negating the options, and excellent, Mohit. Very nice, very nice. So answer is certainly going to be between 12 and 16, and Mohit is suggesting that all other options, their value is more than 16. So that's why not possible. Perfectly fine, excellent, excellent way. So sometimes CAT knowingly gives such options. This is one of the way. That is intelligent way of options giving by CAT, and sometimes it is not like that. Sometimes it is not like that. Okay, by the way, now these are similar triangles. Is it fine? Now, can you tell me what will be the ratio of areas of these all similar triangles? What will be the ratio of areas of all these similar triangles? Ratio of areas of all these similar triangles. What will be the ratio of area of this similar triangle with base 12 and base x and base 16? What will be the ratio of areas? Not 3, 4, 5. Sumit, kaise pata 3, 4, 5? Don't assume that. Yes, proportional to square of the sides. Excellent. So 12x and 16 are the corresponding sides. So 12 square, agar iska area 12 square hai, so this complete triangle must have area of x square, and this complete must have area of 16 square, isn't it? Isn't it? So if this area is 12 square, then this is going to be, this complete should be equal to x square, this complete should be equal to 16 square. Now everyone, please listen carefully. Just tell me, what will be the area of this trapezium? If I'm assuming area of this triangle is 12 square only, so what will be the area of this trapezium? This trapezium, the upper trapezium here. It should be x square minus 12 square, isn't it? It should be x square minus 12 square. Is it okay? Is it okay? Try to make the thing simple, not complicate. X square would have been the area of complete triangle. So x square minus 12 square, that would be the area of this trapezium part here. Fine, it is x square minus 12 square. Exactly same way, can you tell me the area of this lower trapezium here? What would have been the area of this lower trapezium here now? Fast, please. What would be the area of this lower trapezium here? Arey bolo, I'm waiting for your response. Yes, excellent. It is going to be 16 square minus x square. Wonderful, wonderful. And as per the question, I want these two areas to be equal, isn't it? I want these two areas to be equal. Can you figure out the value of x so that these two values are equal? Yes, there is some delay. I'm sorry for that. There is some delay in the chat, video and everything. It's technology, what can be done. So we want the areas to be equal. Can you figure out the values of x? Kya kare? We just need to equate them, right? We just need to equate them. That means x square minus 12 square should be equal to 16 square minus x square. That means 2x square equals to 12 square plus 16 square. That means x square is equal to 12 square plus 16 square by 2. That means it is simple mean of the square values, and x would be how much? X would be root of this mean of the square values. So this is our final answer, and it gives you the answer 10 root 2. So now what is this? This is root of mean of square of these parallel sides. This is called RMS value. As I was telling you, I'm going to tell you 4 important results. So in case of a trapezium, I'm coming to that part now. If in this trapezium, you will find all these 4 kind of mean values here. You will find all these 4 kind of mean values here. I'm going to draw all of them one by one. Now see very carefully. If I take these midpoints here, say these are 2 midpoints. Let's say these side lengths are maybe A and B. The parallel side lengths are A and B. So if I join the midpoints, so how much is this length? Do you know how much this length comes out to be in terms of A and B? If A and B are the parallel sides and I'm joining the midpoints of the non-parallel sides, so what is the length of this mid segment also it is sometimes called? So what is this length in terms of A and B? It comes out to be arithmetic mean of these two A and B, that is A plus B by 2. Okay. Archit, I already told that there can be many ways. There can be many ways. Now understand what I'm saying here. So there are 4 important type of lines, the different line segments. So it is A plus B by 2. That's arithmetic mean of these two parallel sides. Okay, now one more line I'm drawing now. One more line I'm drawing. If I draw the two diagonals, and now I'm drawing a line passing through the point of intersection of these two diagonals. A line passing through point of intersection of these two diagonals, parallel to the parallel sides. Now, how much is this line? This length comes out to be harmonic mean of A and B. This question has been asked in CAT repeatedly, many times. Archit, what you have done, 12 times 1 plus 14 times 1 upon 1 plus 1. This is not correct, Archit. Not correct, Archit. Don't get stuck in the wrong things. It's not correct. We are telling the exact value. This is the exact thing. So this is a harmonic mean and it comes out to be 2AB upon A plus B. Which length is this? It is the parallel line passing through the point of intersection of the two diagonals. Okay, these are two very common things. These two are very common lines and these results also you may have seen many times. Now the third thing which we have just seen here, that is dividing a line, a parallel line segment which divide a trapezium into equal area triangles. Its value comes out to be RMS, root mean square. And now this length is going to be somewhere below this. It is going to be more than arithmetic mean. Somewhere here. So this length, now this length divides the trapezium into equal area trapeziums, and this length is basically RMS value, root mean square, which is this thing. It is root of A square plus B square by 2. And the fourth length, कौन सा mean बच गया? AM is there, HM is there, RMS is there. Which other mean you know? There's one more mean remaining, that is geometric mean. Remember? Now geometric mean is also involved here. So if I draw a line parallel to the parallel sides which divide the trapezium into similar trapeziums, that length comes out to be in between of AM and HM, and it actually comes out to be geometric mean. Let me mention it here. This is geometric mean, which is basically root of A into B. So that's how all the four means are involved in this trapezium part. So this arithmetic mean part is very common part. We have been using it many times, and this harmonic mean part is also used many times in CAT as well. And this third part which we have just discussed, that is RMS value. So it divides, this is a line segment which divides the trapezium into equal area trapeziums. And the fourth part I have just told you, it is the line segment which divide the trapezium into similar trapeziums. So it is geometric mean of A and B, that is root of A into B. That's it. RMS wala I just explained that, Sumit. That old student here. See, so we just use the similarity part and we got this answer. So if this triangle is having area of 12 square, then this complete triangle must have area of x square. Why? Because these are two similar triangles, these are parallel sides, all angles are same, right? And with the corresponding sides being in the ratio 12 and x and 16. So this trapezium must have an area of x square minus 12 square, because x square would have been the area of complete triangle and minus 12 square कर दूंगा तो मुझे इस trapezium का area मिल जाएगा 12 square minus x square minus 12 square. Same way, area of this trapezium would be 16 square minus x square, and because both of them must have been equal, so by equating that we got to know the value of x, which is nothing but root mean square of this 12 and 16. So that was our result, which we can directly use also. ठीक है? So you can make a note of it, and it is really important part, and this is not approximate, this is exact. Fine, Archit. No need to go for any approximation or something. Yes, you can certainly eliminate by using that part, because the answer is going to be between 12 and 16. So if options are all above 16 other than one option, that's very nice thing, nothing to solve. So but the option lies between that only, so these are the exact values we can find out. Okay, so I'm moving further now. I think one or two more questions are there from geometry, and before we move to the further part. Yes, one more question. Please answer it fast. This is a simple question and I expect you to answer it fast. Satyavati, what is the ratio of inside triangles of the trapezium? Yes, that is coming up. Satyavati, that is in this question now. No. Answer to your question, old student, is no. Still, Archit, whether it's 16 or 12 or whatever it is, so what you were doing, that was simply arithmetic mean, and arithmetic mean does not divide the trapezium into equal area trapeziums. So that's why it was not correct. Now this is a question similar to what Satyavati was asking. Time is running fast. We have a lot more to cover. Okay, tell me one thing. If I take any quadrilateral, whether it is a trapezium or not, whatever it be, by the way, if it is a trapezium, as in this case, now this is a trapezium here, ECBA, right? This is a trapezium here. So in a trapezium, we have done this part earlier also. If I join this part here and this part here, let me use the names also, is E, C, B and A, and this point is mentioned here as Q. Okay, fine. Tell me one thing, that triangle AEB and triangle ACB. What can you say about their areas? I repeat, triangle AEB and triangle ACB. What can you say about their areas? AEB and ACB. Oh, many of you got the answer, 120. Yes, perfectly fine. Perfectly fine. Good. 120 is the right answer. They are equal areas, the same areas. Reason? We have talked about this. Same base and same height, right? Same base and same height because they are formed between the same parallel lines. So triangle AEB and ACB have same area. Now AQB is the common part, right? AQB is the common part. So leaving out AQB, these two triangles would also have equal areas. Yes or no? These two triangles will also have the equal areas, always, always, right? Now in this case, what is given is that area of triangle AQB this lower one and CQE is this top one, their areas are given 40 and 10. Now the important part regarding any quadrilateral is that the area of this diagonally opposite triangles, their product would be same. That means 40 into 10 would be equal to product of these two areas. In case of trapezium, these two are equal. By the way, 40 into 10 is how much? It's 400. And these two are equal and their product should also be 400. So it comes out to be 20 each, right? Because 20 into 20 is also 400. That's it. We are done now. We are done. So this was a complete square here. This point is D. So this AC is nothing but diagonal of this square. So that means this ABC makes half of the square, 40 plus 20, 60. So 60, 60, 120. So area of the square ABCD is clearly 120. That's perfectly fine. Okay? By the way, can you tell me what is this area? What is this area? Question mark here. Answer fast. What is this area? What is this area marked with question mark here? Please write your answers in comments. "30, 40, 30. Satyavati, why you are saying 40? Others are writing 30. It's 30. It's 30. Isn't it? अरे बाबा ये आधा 60 है ना, तो ये आधा भी 60 ही ना होगा. ये 30 है तो बचा 30 ही ना होगा. It's 30. Right? It's 30. Okay, with this, can you tell me the ratio DE by EC? What is the ratio DE by EC? Fast, please. What is the ratio DE by EC? Yes, that's correct, Shivam. What is the ratio DE is to EC? Fast. No, Love Krishna, what is that? Not correct. Yes, 1:1. 1:1. अरे 3:1 काहे बोल रहे हो भाई? It's 1:1. अरे बाबा, DE and EC on these bases with same third vertex or basically same height, we are getting two triangles and both are having equal areas, 30 each. So clearly it's 1:1. Clearly it is 1:1. Okay? Okay, then tell me one more ratio. What is the ratio AQ is to QC? AQ is to QC. Fast, please. They are not similar triangles, Chinmay, but they are triangles with the same area and same base. They are having same base and same area. They are having same height and same area. So their bases would be equal. That was the part. They are not similar triangles. They were not similar triangles. Now tell me this one. AQ is to QC. Yes, 2:1. Excellent. Excellent. This is 2:1. Perfectly fine. I hope it is okay. Okay, let's move further. That's a good one. I think you can take a screenshot of this. We are going to discuss further questions now. We should move to the next topic, I guess. So there are few questions of geometry remaining. You can take a screenshot. I'm not going to discuss it now. If time permits, then we shall come back to it. So please take a screenshot fast and confirm taken. There are few questions remaining from geometry maybe, so that is for your homework. Taken? Alright, okay, I'm moving to next one. I guess one more is there. Yes, there's one more question. Take screenshot of this one also. Time is running fast and we need to discuss further topics as well. Second one done, taken. It's only 3 hours, old student. It's not 10 hours one. Okay, moving to next one. Okay, now coming to numbers part. Solve this one now. There are 2 geometry questions which I have given you as homework. Now this is find the remainder when this number is divided by 37. Okay, before we proceed further, can you tell me how do we check whether a number is divisible by 37 or not? It is not over yet, Archit. By the thanks for your nice words, and Vishesh, thanks for your smile also. So how do you check whether a number is divisible by 37 or not? What is the method? What is the divisibility rule for 37? Anyone remembers? Yes, 3 digits at a time and adding all of them. Yes, that's true, Ashish. So the rule of 999. Excellent. The rule of 999. So the 999 is basically 37 into 27. So the rule is applicable for 37 as well as 27. And the rule says that as in case of 9, you take single digit and add all of them. Same way in case of 99, you take two digits and add all of them. And in case of 999, or it's all any of the factors, you take three digits at a time and add all of them. So basically we need to group the numbers accordingly, right? We need to group the numbers accordingly. And these rules are valid not only for that particular number but all of its factors as well. Same way जो 9 का rule है, it is not applicable only for 9. It is valid for 3 as well, right? We use the same rule for 3 as well, right? Same way the rule of 99 is not only valid for 99, it is valid for 9, which is basically 3 square into 11 also. So 11 also we can make use of this rule. We make group of two digits at a time from the rightmost end and add them. And same way in case of 999, which is basically 3727. So the rule is make group of three digits starting from the rightmost end and then add them up. So in this case, we are having this large number, and if you are making group of three digits, you can see it is 100, 101, 102, 103 up to 400. So the grouping needs to be start from the right hand side, and these are the same numbers, three digits numbers only. So basically we just need to find this sum and then see whether it is divisible by 37 or whatever is the remainder. That's we need to check. Okay, na? So Roy has come up with the answer also, 225. Nice. I don't know the answer. We need to check. Let's solve it together. So what will be the remainder when this large number is divided by 37 will be obtained by this sum now. 100 plus 101, 102, 103 and so on up to 400. Fine. But this sum needs to be divided with 37. So I'm writing it as mod 37. So whatever this sum comes out to be, I need to further divide that by 37 to check my remainder. Okay? Ayushi, there are infinite numbers. If I tell you about 33, then you will ask something else. So then that's why I remain stuck to this part. Just see this pattern. 9, 99, 999, and then 4 times 9 and so on. So that's how we can find the divisibility rule of some of the numbers, not every number. By the way, the 33 which you are saying, it can be factored as 3 and 11. And it is a factor of 99 as well. So whatever rule is there for 99, that is applicable for 33 as well for your question, by the way. Anyway, come back to here. So 100 से लेकर 400 तक. अब इसको add करना है. कैसे add करें? Any method? First tell me how many numbers are there total? How many these numbers are there? How many 3 digit numbers are there? 100, 101 up to 400. Total how many numbers? It's 301, isn't it? Yes, 301 numbers. And what is their average? Or basically middle number. So it's an AP here, consecutive number sequence. So first plus last by 2, that is 250, right? 250. That's it. That comes out to be their sum. तो इनका sum तो आ गया फटाफट से, right? This is a sum. Fine. So they are on an average 250 is the average of every pair. Divide by 2 also I need to do ना, या नहीं? हाँ ठीक, तो ऐसा ही तो हो गया ना, average आ गया ना बस. So on an average, every number is 250, 250, 250, and there's total 301 terms. That's it. So this is the total sum. Now this product needs to be divided with 37. That is our target now. है ना? इसको डिवाइड करना पड़ेगा. Let's multiply it. देखते हैं क्या आता है. तो 0 को तो as is रखते हैं. तो 25 ones are 25 and 25 threes are 75. So it is 75250. Is it fine? This 0 I have kept as it is. So 2501 is 25, 25 threes are 75. ठीक है ना? So now this value need to be divided by 37. How to do this? अब इसका 37 से कितना रिमाइंडर है और कैसे निकालें? Any good method? Yes, don't divide. Don't divide. Till this point, I hope it is fine. Now don't divide. Till whatever length, whatever extent it is possible, don't divide. Don't rush to calculations. It's 250 and 75. Again, I can make the same rule. Again, I can make use of same rule. So just add them to 250 plus 75. How much it is? 250 plus 75. How much it is? 325, isn't it? I just need to add the groups. Again, yes, exactly. Again, pair to 250 plus 75. That is 325. Now this 325 needs to be divided with 37. And I know that 333 is divisible. Right? 333 is divisible. Yes or no? So 333 is divisible. यानी कि अगर मैं यहाँ पे plus 8 कर दूं, plus 8 and minus 8. So this part is divisible by 37. So the remainder is basically minus 8. And now this negative remainder, you can easily make it positive just by adding 37 to it, right? So 37 minus 8 gives you 29. So 29 is the right answer. Many of you have written that already. I hope it is okay. So that was the first question based on remainders and based on the divisibility rules. And in CAT, you will find many such questions like that in that format. So this 29 is the right answer here. Is it clear? Fine. Moving further. Is there a rule for 1111 as well? Yes, why not? अरे बाबा जो 9999 का rule है, it is valid for all of its factors. And what is the rule here? Now make groups of 4 digits at a time and add them all up together. That's it. Yes, so same rule will be applicable there. Shivam, can you explain minus 8 plus 8n? It's not 8n, it's 8 only, plus 8 minus 8. And why I added it? Because I know that 325 plus 8, that is 333. 333 is divisible by 37. कैसे पता लगा? I know this one thing, 37 into 3. Please multiply it everyone. देखो कितना आता है? 37 multiplied by 3, how much it is? 37 multiplied by 3, how much it is? Please check. हाँ ये 6:30 तक की क्लास है खुशी. उसके बाद आपकी क्लास है, I know that. So we'll finish it by 6:30. Okay, don't worry, ज्यादा क्वेश्चन नहीं बचे हैं. It's not 101. Muskan, do the calculations correctly. अरे 3 7s are 21 का 1 2 carry 3 3s are 9 and 2 11. It's 111. It's 111. That's how. So 111 is a factor. It's a divisible. It's a multiple of 37. It is divisible by 37. So that's how the nearest multiple, nearest number which is multiple of 37, nearest 325, near 325 is 333. That's how I added 8 and I subtracted 8 to make it divisible by 37. So now this part is divisible. Remainder is minus 8. But negative remainder को positive करना पड़ेगा. So for that purpose, I added this 37 to make it positive. So 29 was the required answer here. ठीक है? I'm moving further. Just solve this one more question, and after that we can take homework as Khushi is demanding. That's perfectly fine, and I can move to then 1 or 2 questions from that PNC, that model math also. Now find the remainder when 108 factorial is divided by 113. By the way, is this 113 a prime number? Can we factorize this 113? Please check this first. Is 113 a prime number or a composite number? How do you check whether 113 is a prime number or a composite number? How you are saying 0, Chakali? First answer my question, is this 103 prime number or composite number? If it is composite, then find its factors. Prakhar is saying it's prime number. And then if it is prime number, then it is certainly remainder want to be 0. Prime hai. Kaise check karna hai? How do you check that? How do you check whether a number is prime or not? Kya tarika hai? We need to check its divisibility up to square root. Exactly, Muskan. Thank you. Thank you. See, 6n plus 1 hone se it is not confirmed, Arham, whether it is prime or not. It may be or may not be. It may be or may not be. Say 35. 35 is 6n minus 1, but it's not prime. 25 is 6n plus 1, but it is not prime. Okay, so 113 ka square root. So nearest square root of 113 is how much? It is 10 point something, right? Because 11 square is 121, 10 square is 100. So it is between 10 and 11. So 10 point something. So basically, I need to check its divisibility by prime numbers which are less than this. That is 2, 3, 5, 7. Is it divisible by 2? No. Is it divisible by 3? No. Is it divisible by 5? No. Is it divisible by 7? No. It's a prime number. It's a prime number. Okay? Now it's a prime number. So using Wilson theorem, by Wilson theorem of remainders, we know that that p minus 2 factorial gives remainder 1 when divided by p, where p is a prime number. That means 113 जो कि prime number है, उससे divide करने पे उससे 2 कम वाला, that is 111 factorial. So 111 factorial is going to give me remainder 1 when divided by 113. Now I won't write 113 again. That's sufficient part. So I need to find out the remainder of 108 factorial. So here we are having some separate terms. Let's separate them out. So 111 into 110 into 109 into 108 factorial. That's the part is here. So this remainder we need to calculate. This total remainder is 1. We know that. Okay, na? So how to simplify this? So now our objective is we need to cancel out these terms with this part, and for that we can use this divisor anyhow, right? We can add or subtract this divisor anyhow. So let's first calculate their remainders. So 113 से इसका remainder कितना आएगा? This is minus 2, right? This is negative 2. This one is minus 3. This one is minus 4. Fine. So these are 3 individual remainders of these 3 terms here. This is 108 factorial. This remainder we need to calculate. And this upon simplification we can see 4 3s are 12, 12 2s are 24. This is negative of 24, right? So I can write minus 24 times this 108 factorial. This net remainder comes out to be 1. So now I can change this 1 also in such a way that this minus 24 may be cancelled. And for that purpose I can add or subtract this 113 in this any number of times. So I think let's subtract it once, see what happens. देखते हैं क्या होता है. So if I do this, so it becomes 1 minus 113, that is minus 112, right? This is mod 113, no need to repeat it. So this negative part is certainly cancelled. What else can be cancelled? 4 से तो divide हो जाएगा ना? 4 से divide हो जाएगा? 6 से हो जाएगा क्या? नहीं, 4 से होगा अभी. So 4 6 are 24 and 4 2s are 8, 4 8s are 32. हाई 2 से तो और हो जाएगा भाई. Fine, 2 से वो divide कर देते हैं. So 2 3s are 6 and this is 14. Okay, now this is 3 and this is 14. So 14 को फिर से 113 से add या subtract करना है so that it becomes divisible by 3. So 113 इसमें कितनी बार ऐड करना पड़ेगा? See 3 से ये रिमाइंडर दे रहा है 2 और यहाँ पे मिलेगा ये भी 2. तो वो 2 बार ऐड कर देते हैं. That's it, हो जाएगा अभी. So this 3 times 108 factorial. Now I'm adding this 113 2 times in this 14. So that is 226 plus 14, that is 240. ठीक है ना? 14 में I'm adding this 113 2 times, that makes it 226. So 226 plus 14 is 240. This is mod 113. Now this term is divisible by 3. So 3 8s are 24. So it is 80. So the required answer is nothing but 80. Fine. So find the remainder when this number is divided by 113. It is 80. Okay. So you can take a screenshot. There are a few more questions, I think. Latin was the number of this is number of divisors. You can take a screenshot for this, and I shall take 1 or 2 questions from modern math also. Please confirm if you have taken the screenshot. This is your homework problem from this numbers topic. We had already discussed 1 or 2 questions in between as well. Taken? Now let me move to the next question. There's one more. You can take a screenshot for this one as well. It's also based on the factors of the number. Moving to the next one. It's again a good question based on the divisor and the remainders. These types of questions have appeared in CAT exactly. Moving further. Okay, so 3 questions as homework for numbers. So 2 from geometry part and 3 to the numbers part. All students, you are to solve these questions on your own, and if you have any confusion, you can post in the group, right? You can post in our IQuanta group, and others can also verify. Okay, let's discuss this one part now. It says Neha writes letters to his 5 friends. This is a modern math, specifically permutation combination, is again very interesting topic. And again, just because of habit of remembering formulas, it may appear to be troublesome. But if you understand the things logically, it is again very interesting topic. Let's discuss 1 or 2 questions here. So Neha writes letters to his 5 friends. It should be her, na Neha. Anyway, so the number of ways can be letters be placed in the envelopes so that at least two of them are in the wrong envelopes are. Okay, so there are 5 friends, and number of ways can the letters be placed in the envelopes so that at least 2 of them are in the wrong envelopes. So 5 friends को 5 letters लिखने हैं, 5 letters post करने हैं. They are to be put in the 5 envelopes, and the condition is that at least 2 of them are in wrong envelopes. So we are assuming that 1 letter is being put in one of the envelopes only, and all the 5 letters are already fixed. All the envelopes are already maybe addressed, you can say, the 5 addressed envelopes. Now which letter is to be put in which inside which of the envelopes, that is to be taken care of. So it is given that the condition here is that at least 2 of them are in wrong envelopes, कि कम से कम 2 तो गलत envelope में गए ही हैं. So how many ways are possible? So what do you think? How we can discuss this? What cases can be there? See, the important point is there should not be any repetition. The 2 things which you need to take care about this counting questions is that there should not be any missed cases. There should not be any cases missed. No missed cases. No missed cases. Okay? And second part, no repetition. No repeated cases. Repeated cases. So no case should be repeated and no case should be missed. That is the only thing. ठीक है ना? कोई case multiple times count हो जाएगा, then your answer will not be correct. And while counting, if you are missing some of the case, that also is incorrect. So we need to be very careful about these 2 parts. No case should be missed and no case should be repeated. And for that, the best way is figure out ki what can happen, what all different possibilities are there. Okay, also it is saying all wrong minus 1 envelope, 1 wrong. All wrong minus 1 wrong. When you say all wrong, it means everything is wrong. All letters are going in wrong envelopes, right? Think again, all students, what you are writing. You're saying all wrong. All wrong means all the letters are going in wrong envelopes. So it does not include that case in which only one envelope, one letter goes in wrong envelope. So you want to say something else, but you are saying something else. So it is not correct. So what is going to happen here? We want at least 2 of them are in wrong envelopes. So 2 in wrong envelopes and 3 in correct. That may be a possible case. I'm going in the forward direction right now. So 2 in the wrong envelopes and 3 in correct envelopes. Or what could happen? 3 in wrong envelopes and 2 in correct. Isn't it? Any other case possible? No. Is it possible that 4 in wrong envelopes and 1 in correct envelope? Is that possible? Yes, why not? It may happen, right? 4 letters in wrong envelopes and 1 in correct envelope. That is possible. And all 5 letters are put in wrong envelopes. Yes, that is also possible. Right? That is also possible. Yes or no? So that is the point where this old student was mentioning that in spite of calculating 1, 2, 3, 4 cases, we calculate all the cases. See, what other cases are remaining now? Other cases remaining are 1 wrong and 4 correct. Is that possible? 1 envelope, 1 letter in wrong envelope and 4 letters are in correct envelope. Is that possible? This is not possible. अरे बाबा जब 4 letters correct envelope में गए हैं तो 5वां भी correct में ही जाएगा ना. So this is not possible. This is wrong. And other thing remaining is 0 wrong, all 5 are incorrect. Yes, that is also feasible. So these are the all possible distributions. So basically total में से I just need to subtract this one case. So that's what this old student wanted to point out. So all not derangement, that's not correct, Muskan. That's the same thing he was mentioning. It's not all derangement, all possible arrangements, not derangement, all possible arrangements minus that one case in which all the letters are being put in correct envelopes. Now 5 letters in 5 envelopes. How many arrangements are possible such that 1 letter goes in 1 envelope only? 1 letter goes in 1 envelope only. So total how many arrangements are there? Fast please. अरे 5 लोगों को 5 chairs में बैठाना है. How many arrangements are there? The 5 persons to be arranged in 5 different chairs. It's 5 factorial, exactly 5 factorial. So this 5 factorial is a total arrangement. Now which case need to be subtracted? That only one case when all the 5 letters have been put in the correct envelope. How many ways are there? How many ways are there for that? Keshav, it is a case of derangement only, but we are counting it in reverse manner now. There are 5 factorial total arrangements possible. Now which case need to be subtracted? When all the letters have been put in one correct envelope. So how many ways are there that all the letters go in the correct envelope? There's only one way. Excellent. That's it. Now this way when it's subtracted, so what are the remaining ways? Remaining ways are there when the letters, not all letters are going in correct envelopes. कम से कम 2 गलत में जा रहे हैं या 3 या 4 या 5 ही, right? So all these cases are counted now. So the answer is clearly 119. That's it. So we could have counted all these cases separately also. So in that case, I need to look for the 4 cases, 1, 2, 3, 4, right? So in spite of that, so in all arrangements, we have just subtracted the undesirable one. Fine. So this is the right answer. We could have calculated in the forward manner also. That's no problem. That could also be done. But it is a faster one, isn't it? हाँ तो don't be confused. That's what I'm saying, Khushi. रट्टा मत मारो, जल्दी मत करो. Think clearly कि what you are saying. So this old student wanted to say something like this only, but वो सोचने में और लिखने में गड़बड़ हो गया, उल्टा हो गया. I hope it is clear now. Is it okay? Khushi, if only 2 wrong hota to, then we need to consider only one particular case. Then I will consider only this case. Let's calculate this case now. Let's calculate this case. If I am talking about this particular case only, so how to calculate this? So in this case, I want that 3 letters must be put in the correct envelopes and that 2 must be in the wrong envelopes. Fine. Now, 3 letters are to be put in correct envelope. So which 3? In how many ways can you select that? So which 3 out of 5 letters? So it is 5C3. Right? So in 5C3 letters, you can pick the 3 letters, and these 3 letters are going to be put in the correct envelopes. Fine. And there's only one way for that, because सबको correct में जाना, तू भी correct में जा, तू भी correct में जा, तू भी correct में जा, right? There's only one way for that. So 5C3 ways for selection of those 3 letters which are to be put in the correct envelopes. Fine. Now what about the remaining 2 letters? They are to be put in the wrong envelopes. Then how many ways are there for that? That is derangement of 2 pairs, which is one only. There are only 2 pairs, so they need to be deranged. So they need to be mismatched basically. So दोनों अलग में जाएंगे. There's only one way for that. So this is 5C3, that is 10 ways. So answer is 10 for this part. Same way we can calculate this part also, and we can add that. I hope it is okay. See, if I talk about this case, when 3 letters are going in wrong envelope and 2 are incorrect, so what would be the ways? It would be 5C2, that 2 letters, which 2 letters are going in the correct envelope, and the remaining 3 letters are to be deranged, that means D3. So derangement of 3 pairs, do you know how much it is? It is 2. So 5C2 is 10, so 10 into 2, that comes out to be 20 ways. चलो अब इतना लिख लिया तो बाकी भी कर लेते हैं. This was 10, this was 20. Now this one. So 4 wrong and 1 correct. So which one correct? 5C1. And derangement of 4 pairs. Do you know how much it is? Derangement of 4 pairs is 3 times 3, that is 9. So it is 9. So this is 5 into 9, that is 45 ways. And let's count this part also. So it is directly all the 5 pairs are being deranged. So it is derangement of 5 pairs. Do you know this? How much is derangement of 5 pairs? It is 44. Yes, it is 44. So we just need to add all these 4 cases. 1, 2, 3 and 4. So 10 plus 20, that is 30. 30 plus 89. 30 plus 89 is 119. That's correct. Okay? So we could have gone in the forward direction. In that case, I need to consider the 4 cases. Or if you went by the reverse method, there was only 1 case. Okay? So I think there are 1 or 2. Yes, let's you can take a screenshot. Take it as also homework. Neha writes letter, find sum of all numbers greater than 10,000 formed by using the digits 0, 5, 7, 9. No digit repeated in any number. That's an easy question. You can calculate easily. So this also you can take as a homework. That's it for the day. Our time is also up, so we shall stop here. So thank you and all the best. If there's any doubt, any confusion, you can ask. I'm still here for 2-3 more minutes. And those who are having next class now can leave, no problem. You can share your feedback, your comments. And that's it from my side. Thank you. Thank you for kind words, Muskan. Thank you, Khushi. And thank you all others who are still present and all those also who have left now. Thank you, Chakali. Oh, जाने से पहले एक श्लोक. Okay, so yes, that's a famous verse from Bhagavad Gita 2.47. Karmani eva adhikar aste ma phaleshu kadachana. Your right is in doing your duty. Karmani eva adhikar aste. Your right, your adhikar is only in doing your action. Ma phaleshu kadachana. Don't demand the result. Result will be there, of course, but you are not entitled to earn those, enjoy those results. Those results are to be offered to the supreme authority, right? So, karmani eva adhikar aste ma phaleshu kadachana. Makaram phala heturbhu. Now that's very important understanding, that don't consider yourself as the cause of your results, because there are many things. If you achieve something, then you take pride. Oh, I have done this, I have done this. If something goes wrong, then you blame so many other persons. Oh, because of that thing, or because of that thing, or because of this person, because of this institute, because of this, because of that. No. So don't take the credit, right? Don't take the credit and don't blame others. Makaram phala heturbhu. Mate sangotso akarmani, and don't think that mujhse nahi hoga, chhod do, main nahi karunga. No. So you are to do your duty, perform your duty without expecting any result, right? And whatever results you get, So take it as a blessings of the Supreme Authority, Supreme Lord, and don't take credit yourself, because there are so many contributors in that, isn't it? And the best contributor, Supreme contributor is the Supreme Lord. And don't think that when result I'm not going to enjoy, then why should I do work? I don't do it. No, never be lazy to not do work. Don't get attached to not doing your duty. So do your duty. That's chapter number 2, verse number 47, Bhagavad Gita, the famous verse, Karmadev adhikaraste ma phaleshu kadachana ma karam phal heturbhu mate sangotso akarmani. Thank you. मेरा स्लॉट कौन सा है? मेरा स्लॉट आया है भाई 3rd. स्लॉट 3 इज देयर. माय सेंटर इज इन हिसार. आई बिलोंग टू हिसार, सो हिसार में ही है. हिसार से काफी दूर है, पता नहीं, आई थिंक 15-16 किलोमीटर आउटसाइड सिटी, बट इट्स स्लॉट नंबर 3. ओके, कितनी देर की मैराथन थी? मैराथन ओवर हो गया भाई. लाइफ सोल्जर, इट वाज फॉर 3 आवर्स एंड 3 आवर्स आर कंप्लीट फॉर द डे. अच्छा, तो नया श्लोक चाहिए मुस्कान. There are too many verses in Bhagavad Gita, and every verse teaches you a lot of things. But point is that how much we take from that. If we even just keep one important learning from Bhagavad Gita, then you can change. It can change your life. All toppers are in slot 3. Me too. Archit, you are topper. I'm not. I just try to do to the best of my ability. Fine. Okay, good night. I also got 30 kilometers away. Yes, I have seen it many times happens. Life soldier, मेरा भी slot 3 है. अरे वाह, बढ़िया. अरे गर्ल्स का तो 86 किलोमीटर दूर नहीं होता नॉर्मली. पता नहीं, it depends on your choice. But normally I have seen that गर्ल्स को कम डिस्टेंस पे सेंटर मिलता है उनकी चॉइस के अकॉर्डिंग. एंड पता नहीं, it depends. Now there is no discrimination. Everyone should get the equal share. Okay, so all the best to all of you, and keep practicing. Don't take panic. Don't get stuck in anything. Just give your best. Fine. And the time, whatever you are having, is you should take it, make the best use of it to upgrade yourself. Right? To upgrade yourself. तुक्के मारना मत सीखो ना, इंटेलिजेंस यूज करना सीखो. हाँ, अब आपके पास कोई नहीं है तो क्या ही कीजिएगा मुस्कान. ओके, फैकल्टी के पेपर देने से परसेंटाइल जंप डाउन होती है? हाँ, बिल्कुल होती है. जिनको कुछ नहीं आता उनको ऐसा लगता है. भाई कैसे होगी, सोच के देखो ना. आई टोल्ड यू, परसेंटाइल मींस हाउ मच परसेंट पीपल आर बिहाइंड यू. अगर मान लो फैकल्टी आपसे आगे आ जाएगा तो कितना लोग आगे आएगा भाई? अमंग द 4 लाख कैंडिडेट्स, 4 लाख कैंडिडेट्स, थिंक दैट 4 लाख का 10% कितना होगा? 40,000 है ना. 1% would be 4,000. 0.1% 400, 0.01% 40. तो आपको क्या लगता है कितने फैकल्टी टॉप में नंबर लाने वाले हैं? क्या 4,000 लोग हैं क्या? नहीं भाई. And there would be very rare faculties who get good percentile in all the 3 sections, है ना. अभी कितने लोग होंगे? Count that. So nothing. So don't worry about that. That is foolish arguments. Every year I see commented by so many students, so many faculties also. It is useless argument. So you just give your best. Don't compare with others. You perform to the best of your ability. That's what you can do. And that is what is required. ठीक है? So अगर आप 0.01% में ना आ पाओ तो 99.99 तो ला ही सकते हो ना. That's sufficient. That's sufficient. Yes, that's what I'm saying. कि there are so many videos. Oh, faculties को टेस्ट नहीं करना चाहिए, ये वो बहुत बकवास चलती है. These are all lame arguments. And I've seen many faculties, they prefer to go for MBA also. Why not? They also have chance. If some of them wish to go for MBA, what's the problem with that? Anyway, all the best. Thank you. So I hope we can end the session here. Need you LR class? I don't know. Whatever classes are offered to me, I take them. Yesterday it was a live class after many days. I think many weeks. I'm only on the hopes of algebra and arithmetic. Should I touch geometry? Yes, see, don't leave any topic, life soldier. By the way, you joined just late. I think almost at the end. I saw your comment at the end. I don't know when you joined. But I said this thing earlier also, and now also regarding the shloka also I said the same thing. Don't leave any topic. Don't leave any topic, because the topic on which you are putting all your hopes on, you don't know what type of questions you are going to get from that topic. You won't be able to solve even a single question of arithmetic, maybe. Who knows that? Now, then what will you do? Geometry मैंने किया नहीं, arithmetic मैं कर नहीं पाया, खत्म. Don't do that. So don't leave any topic. Your basics should be clear for every topic. And if your basics are good, then you will be able to do something. You will be able to do justice to yourself that I gave my 100%. So don't leave any topic. And how you can make sure that your basics are okay? Do at least the easy variety questions of all the topics. That will give you confidence that at least this much I know. When you leave any topic, that means even a simplest question of that topic you will leave. You will be afraid of that. Oh, this topic is untouched. Oh, this topic I've never done. So we will not be able to do even the simplest question of that topic. So don't do that. It's always there for every one of the students, all of them. So it's always there for you all. Fine. Yes, do geometry. At least the basics should be clear. See, as I said for arithmetic part also, even if those who have done enough practice of algebra or geometry or be it any topic, it is not sure that you will be able to solve all the questions. I have experienced it for myself many times. It has happened that one or two questions I got stuck in, I was not able to solve. So it may happen every time. So just give you a best, and difficulty level is same for all the students. The questions are same for all the students in same slot at least. So just give you 100%. You should not regret that I could have done this. Oh, ये तो आसान question था, मैंने देखा ही नहीं, मैंने किया ही नहीं, या ये topic मैंने छोड़ दिया था. This should not happen. You should not regret about your efforts. The persons who are better than you will perform better, no problem. But I must give my 100%. That should be my sole objective. Fine, so I'm ending it here. Thank you everyone once again.